Dream for the sweet, sweet swing of a careless elbow. Quilted Northern, designed to be forgotten.
Welcome to the Simply Orange Tour. This is our plant. These are our workers. They make the juice. We make sure it's never frozen, flavored, or concentrated. Simply Orange. Honestly simple.
Esurance was born online. They have smart online tools, which saves money. They settle claims quickly, which saves money. They drive an all-hybrid claims fleet, which saves money. They were born online and built to save money, which means when they save, you save. Click or call.
This is the year to visit Ireland, to trace your ancestral roots to the seaside cottage of your great-great-grandfather, Old Tom Flanagan. Or you could head to Boston for the weekend to visit your brother, middle-aged Tommy Flanagan, and discover legendary Sandoz while cheering with the locals. Yep, you can do it all, because you saved up to 60% on your hotel with Hotwire. And let's face it, Ireland's really far away. And Tom Flanagan is dead.
Hotwire! So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
What? What is this? The foot thing lifts?
Save up to $300 instantly on Tempur-Breeze mattresses, plus add an adjustable base and receive up to a $300 Tempur-Pedic Visa prepaid card by mail.
Wait, where are you going? Love my bed. Oh, I love my bed.
Visit Mattress Firm, America's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer today, and sleep happy tonight.
Ballpark Franks are made with 100% Angus beef for a juicy, bold taste. The only thing better than 100% Angus beef? I don't know. 200%. You're welcome, America. Ballpark 100% Angus Franks. So American, you can taste it.
Juliana, come in, please.
Hey, y'all.
Juliana, tell the judges, please, what you've created.
Today, what I have made for you is a lemon cupcake filled with a lemon curd with a cream cheese frosting. That just scares me right there.
Are you concerned?
Yes.
Are you concerned, Duff? I am concerned. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned that you're about to bust into tears when you just made a crazy delicious cupcake. This thing is awesome.
Are you kidding?
It's so good.
So good. That coming from both of you means a lot.
But you have smashed it. It is beautiful. The cake itself, it's got a really nice, subtle, kind of almost perfumey lemon taste to it.
Thank you.
And you have this really strong lemon curd in the middle that's really like, tastes like lemon, and it's nice.
After all the disasters I've gone through lately, I'm so relieved. I hope the judges like my lime tart. For my tart, I have a coconut shortbread crust with a lime filling and some toasted coconut on top.
Lime coconut, classic combination of flavors. The problem I'm having is that the crust, which is nice, is very sweet, and what you haven't done is put enough lime in the filling to cut through that sweetness.
Gotcha.
So the balance, therefore, is a little off. No? Okay.
I think that you have just the right amount of cream with the lime, and your crust is excellent.
Juliana, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coconut's such a tricky ingredient to work with because it's so overpowering. It can be so sickly.
So quickly. So quickly.
Yeah.
Christine?
Hi, guys. What you have in front of you is a Frazzo de Mercedes with lemon custard, and I boosted up the lemon. Traditionally, there is lemon already in it, but I just added more lemon just to really give that lemon. Flavor to it. Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Yes.
How is it possible that I am staring at like 4 ounces of lemon custard and I literally do not taste lemon?
At all.
Really?
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Steph and I, we tasted, we looked at each other. We tasted, we looked at each other, we conversed with our eyes at the miracle of this lemon custard with absolutely no lemon flavor whatsoever.
Oh my gosh.
If you're making something that's hot and you're serving it cold, You got to make sure that there's a powerful flavor in when it's hot because you know it's going to go down and the flavor's going to get left.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay, judges, let's move on to the lime.
What you have in front of you is a fried margarita lime custard with lemon basil whipped cream.
No lime. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lime's gone for a walk.
They're both delicious. They
The
just
challenge with lemon and
don't
lime.
have any lemon or lime. But how creative.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I'm learning so much from you. It's really, really cool.
Christine, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Hey, Sandy.
Hi.
Will you tell the judges, please, what you've made?
My grandmother loves two things that I make. She loves lemon pound cake, and she loves key lime pie. So I'm like, all right, this one's for my Mom. So I made a lemon raspberry pound cake.
I think it's very pretty, very spring-like. Nice colors.
Thank you.
The cake is baked perfect. The cake is delicious.
Thank you.
All right, judges, you want to move on to the lime?
I also made a orange key lime pie with a butter cracker oat crust.
You know, it's sort of, you put it in your mouth, you take a bite, and you get those oats, and then you get the acidity, and then you get the meringue. As your mouth kind of deals with it, those flavors go away, and then you're really left with that kind of granola tasting. All you're really tasting is the crust.
All right.
I love it.
Oh, tight.
But it's like a song.
Hey, Duff, you like that song? I'll sing it to you anytime.
You obviously know how to use your flavors.
And Sandy, as much as Duff loves it, it did not do anything for me. The oats just don't work in the crust for me.
Oh, they do. They do work in the crust.
All right, thank you very
Sandy,
much.
thank you very much.
you.
Dwayne, join us in the kitchen, please. Okay, judges, in full disclosure, Dwayne had the advantage here. 10 minutes of help from Lorraine. Okay, well, describe for the judges, please, what you've made.
For my lemon dish today, I want to give you a take on lemon meringue pie. But instead of actually making a pie dough, I decided to give you a lemon shortbread cookie underneath. In the center, just to kind of pizzazz it up a little bit, it is a thyme lemon curd, and then it's just a Swiss meringue that's toasted around the outside.
The crust is nice, but I'm not getting the crunch that I would want to get.
The only thing that really kind of like bums me out about this is the thyme and the acid. They're not getting along.
I know you can do better than this, Dwayne.
Gotcha.
Dwayne, I think you're like a victim of your own success.
For the first time, I feel like I've really let the judges down. I'm really hoping I haven't peaked too soon.
Let's move on to the creme fraiche lime curd.
Yeah, I was given a play on a key lime pie. So the key lime curd is actually cut with creme fraiche. Instead of doing a graham cracker crust, this crust is made out of vanilla wafers. That's with a little powdered sugar to add a little bit more sweetness and a few sprinkles of some chiffonade basil.
For me, a better flavor. The crust is nicer. Lovely.
Thank you.
The lime curd is delicious. And I do love the chiffonade basil that you've put on top.
And it's basil, not basil, all right?
Whatever.
Dwayne, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Simone?
Hello. So I've created for you today a lemon terrine. It's been set with a gelatin, and atop you've got a traditional Italian meringue.
Very springy, very bright.
Judges, the lemon yuzu terrine, what do you think?
It's a little too dense for me.
I agree with Nancy. A little bit spongy. I think you could have been a bit lighter on the gelatin. But your piping's beautiful. Italian meringue's lovely. Just a few adjustments, and this would have been perfect.
Okay, judges, let's move on to the heart.
So the lime portion features a little bit of rose there with lime and raspberry and lychee.
Are we getting lime? A lot of lime here?
I don't think it's what really stands out.
I would not call it a lime dessert.
I put tons of lime in that tart. Where'd that flavor go?
Simone, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On a scandalous new series, Food Network stars dish about their sinful encounters.
You're a dirty, dirty man.
With food so outrageous, it should be illegal. They're caught in the act.
Oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it because it's awesome.
This is downright dirty food.
You want to do it in the closet, like you committed a crime.
Being wrong can be so right.
I don't have to tell you everything.
New series premieres tonight at 10. Guilty Pleasures. On Food Network.
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
Hey neighbor, this Memorial Day weekend, Ace is the place for Weber grills. For 4 days only, buy a select Weber grill and get an Ace gift card worth up to $200 and free in-store assembly.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Everywhere you go, Vivo. Everywhere you go, Vivo. Everywhere you go.
Everybody's moving to Garmin. Find the Garmin that fits your life and join the movement.
Pure Leaf leaves in tea that actually tastes like tea. That's why we brew with real tea leaves. It's a little more work, but that's what you do for the love of leaves. Pure Leaf, real leaf brewed tea.
When Rose first started with us, she was just coming out of the hospital.
It's been a better situation. I can always depend upon her to help me. I'm home, and that makes me happy.
We're here to get her back into her routine and be able to live the life she wants to live. It's an honor to be trusted with that responsibility.
This is a place that breeds talent. A place where passion is born. Because Texas is more than country music. It's music country. Who will you discover here next? Texas Live Music. Explore it and other thrills at TravelTex.com.
What's in my Snuggle Scent Boosters? Lavender Joy, a long-lasting scent. Each pack is a big boost of freshness. Little pack, big snifferance. Snuggle Scent Boosters.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. At DealDash.com, you can save up to 99%, but hurry, everything must go.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
Hi, welcome inside the HelloFresh kitchen. We're the meal kit delivery service that makes cooking easy. Every week, we create the most delicious step-by-step recipes, source the freshest ingredients in just the right quantities, and deliver them in an insulated box so you can cook healthy meals from scratch in around 30 minutes. Whether you're a beginner in the kitchen or already a master chef who's just short on time. To get $20 off your first box, go to HelloFresh.com and use promo code TV.
Well, judges, which of these dishes made your taste buds tingle?
Sandy nailed it. I mean, to bake something that thin and to still have it be moist is talent.
I really think Sandy is beginning to come alive. She's starting to do more risky things, like her key lime pie, for example.
Sandy's crust on that key lime pie was aces.
You know, it was something that you wouldn't normally use for key lime pie crust. I thought it really worked.
I did not think it worked.
Overruled.
You know, I'm going to cut to the chase. I liked Damiano and his desserts.
Now, did you like Damiano's desserts or did you like Damiano?
I think I liked his accent.
Oh, this is for Nancy.
But I liked his food better.
His food was very good.
You could taste the lemon, you could taste the lime, and it was beautifully presented.
I did love Juliana's cupcake. I was totally blown away by it.
It's a cupcake.
A good cupcake.
And if you present something to me that is a simple product and you blow me right out of the water with a taste, then I'm happy with that.
Okay, judges, in this lemon and lime challenge, did any of the desserts leave a sour taste in your mouth?
Dwayne, this week was like a different man was in his body cooking that food.
I gotta say, man, Andy kind of bummed me out today, too.
It had to be like Juliana's cupcake. If you're going to do a scone, it's got to be the best scone that we have ever had, and it certainly was not.
The meringue had a fabulous flavor, but it was just gooey.
All right, judges, how about Christine?
Christine had no lemon, no lime.
It was bizarro. I'm looking at a giant pile of bright yellow curd.
As if by magic, there's no lemon in there. Now that takes talent.
I really kind of want to see what she can do, though, because she does this like crazy Filipino stuff with things I've never heard of before.
Well, judges, the decision has to be made. Bakers, you all had unique takes on lemon and lime. And for the judges today, two of your offerings really stood out. Damiano, your beautiful desserts captured spring, and the judges loved the balance of your citrus creams and buttery crusts.
It feels great.
Sandy, your raspberry pound cake was baked perfectly. And the crust on your key lime pie had most of the judges wanting more.
Whoa. They dug it. I'm feeling on point right now.
But for the judges, there was one baker who rose above the rest. And that baker is Damiano.
Mandiamo! I can't believe I won. It's a big weight that now it's gone and it all feels good now. I feel a little bit more close to the $50,000, but I still have so much more to do.
A few of you also delivered pleasing citrus desserts. Dwayne, Juliana, Simone, you're all safe this week. Unfortunately, that leaves Andy and Christine. The two of you stumbled with the citrus challenge. Could you please step forward?
After the comments from the judges, I kind of had a feeling this is where I was going to end up.
Andy, while your lime tart was hardly successful, the meringue was gooey, and your lemon scone was an underwhelming choice for this competition. Christine, the judges enjoy learning about your Filipino desserts, but in this lemon and lime challenge, both of your desserts lacked the citrus flavor they were looking for. Christine, Andy, the judges debated long and hard. And Christine, I'm sorry, but today you're going home.
I totally understand.
Please say your goodbyes and exit the kitchen.
I'm disappointed that I have to leave. At the same time, I'm really proud of everything I did up to this point. I feel like I gave my all in every challenge, and I came here with a purpose. I wanted to expose a lot more of the Filipino ingredients and Filipino recipes that I grew up with, and I hope at the very least I did that. Thanks, you guys.
If you feel you've got what it takes to compete in a baking championship, go to foodnetwork.com/casting. Previously on Spring Baking Championship, lemon and lime, 2 desserts.
I'm gonna go big.
Good.
The balance of flavors is heavenly.
Thank you. One baker rose above the rest. Damiano.
Yeah.
Andy and Christine. The two of you stumbled.
It's not good enough.
No lemon, no lime.
Christine, I'm sorry, but today you're going home.
Last week was absolutely horrible. I haven't won anything yet, and I was in the bottom last week. In this next preheat, I'm gonna go all out. I'm not gonna hold anything back.
Coffee. When I see Bobby standing next to some coffee, I'm thinking, what can we possibly have to do with coffee? I don't even drink coffee.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back, Spring Bakers.
Thank you.
We're down to 6 talented bakers, all going after the same thing, $50,000 and the title of Spring Baking Champion. I don't know about you, but that first cup of coffee in the morning for me is heaven. And to honor Mother's Day, we're gonna celebrate this creamy caffeine jolt that helps moms do it all. What can you create highlighting the flavors of coffee and cream that would make mom proud? For this preheat, you'll have an hour to show us. And your dessert must feature a baked component.
Coffee! On Mother's Day. This is perfect.
I gotta snort.
And remember, an advantage in the main heat is up for grabs. Okay, Spring Bakers, your baking time starts now.
Who stole my plates?
So this is a coffee and cream challenge, but it's also a Mother's Day challenge. My mother never let us drink coffee growing up. She always said that this was an adult beverage. So my plate is trying to take a simple thing as a muffin and coffee and banana and elevate it to a higher level. So that way it could be a grown-up plate, as my mother would have told me that coffee was a grown-up drink. I whip up my muffin batter with the fresh roast coffee ground. I think this is gonna be a perfect way to infuse that flavor directly into the muffin. I then slice bananas really thin and place 2 bananas on top of each muffin. So to make my coffee pastry cream, I take my dry roast coffee beans and I put them between parchment paper. I take the rolling pin and I crush them down. This is going to help to release all of those coffee flavors inside the cream whenever I pour them in.
Dwayne, my baby, you are too quiet.
Ooh, Mama trying to work right now, huh?
So when you're quiet, I get super scared because we all know
What he's capable of.
his record around here.
Those days are over.
Oh,
wow. You get a little candy over there, huh?
Time for a new king of the hill today. My inspiration for this coffee and cream challenge is my wife, because she's the best mother in the world, and she's the glue that holds everything together. Ooh, I'm making a pot de crème with the hazelnut decquoise. I take the hazelnut decquoise, pipe it with a pastry bag into discs to fit inside the mug. I'm gonna make it look like a cup of coffee with some fresh steamed milk on top. To make the pot de crème, I grind some espresso beans, put them in with the cream, and let it steep for about 5 minutes on the stove. After the cream is infused with the coffee flavor, I put it into a ramekin and bake it in a water bath at 300 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. I'm using a water bath to slow down the heat transfer. If the pot de crème bakes too quickly, it's gonna curdle. It'll get bubbly around the edges, and it'll have a really bad texture.
Andy, how are you doing?
The quaz is looking good.
All right. I'm a mom of 4 daughters. I make brownies all the time at home. They go like that. So I'm making an espresso brownie with raspberry cream cheese swirl and coffee whipped cream because those are flavors I love. My attempt today is to keep my kitchen clean and not like my house. The first thing I do is make my coffee. I choose a medium roast blend because I don't want a really strong bitter flavor in my whipped cream. The next thing I gotta do is start my brownie batter. Ooh, it'd help if I put my eggs in, but it's all good. I'm gonna roll with the punches, and right now I got a punch. I'm going to tie spring into these brownies by swirling that raspberry through the cream cheese.
Juliana, what are you doing?
What, my darling?
Are you doing good?
Are you drinking coffee? You're too much.
I'm feeling good. I think time is not going to be a problem, so I'm gonna have some coffee. Why not? Chocolate. For this challenge, I am making a chocolate cannoli tiramisu because it reminds me of my mom. She loves chocolate and coffee. It's perfect. First thing I do, I need to prepare my cannoli shell. I start melting down some chocolate, then I grab the acetate paper, roll it around long and pour it inside. Make sure that the entire surface is covered with chocolate and then put it in the fridge. Amazing, amazing.
Next, I'm going to prepare my ladyfinger dough, eggs, sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and my Italian flour.
Fire, fire, fire.
I am torching the bottom of the mixing bowl because I have to make sure that my dough is becoming like very whipped and very airy. A little bit of heat, it helps the egg to grow.
See how strong this stuff tastes. Oh,
I'm making a coffee cake with a creme fraiche mascarpone coffee whip. First thing I want to get started on is my coffee cake base because it's a long cooking time, so I need to get this in the oven ASAP. So I put the cake base in the pan, put some streusel, more cake base, and then streusel on top. So I have that streusel in the middle and on top. Okay, step one. Step one done. This cake usually takes just over 30 minutes to bake.
30 minutes?
Ooh,
in
man.
the Mother's Day Coffee and Cream Challenge, and you're baking for an advantage in the main heat.
Girl, you got that fondant out.
I'm a busy working mom with a 3.5-year-old son. So I love starting my day with a delicious cup of coffee. I think most moms kind of need something like that.
I'm actually doing a small, like a cake
pop type thing. So in order to make a cake pop, you've got to first make cake. It takes a long time, but I prefer things that I have to work on a little bit longer. So you make your cake, you crush it up, you add your frosting to that matter, and then you can shape it in whatever design you want. A tiny little cake wrapped up and served as a cute little cup of cappuccino.
Whew. Checking these guys, hoping they'll be done. Oh, man.
5 minutes.
Oh, dude.
5 short minutes.
Time is running out, and I'm worried about these cakes not being completely baked, and it needs to set up before I take it out of those pans. Come on, bake!
All right. Oh, man.
Their journey to food stardom begins.
I'm here to bring my global flavors to Hollywood.
I'm ready to take what I've learned from tailgating and bring it to food's biggest stage.
This is my destiny, and it's time.
We've made it this far.
Now the real challenge begins.
New season premieres Sunday, June 7th at 9. Food Network Star.
Don't miss Ruby Tuesday's new American Rib Festival. Choose tempting new flavors like bacon barbecue smothered hog heaven, a bacon lover's dream, or spicy honey glazed Ragin' Cajun, all cooked low and slow. Or mix and match. The choice is yours for a limited time only at Ruby Tuesday.
Allergies can distract you. So when your symptoms start, doctors recommend taking non-drowsy Claritin every day of your allergy season. With Claritin, you get powerful non-drowsy relief 24 hours a day, day after day. Which is important, because with fewer symptoms to distract you, you can focus on the extraordinary things you do every single day. Live Claritin Clear every day.
At Boar's Head, we know it takes better smoke to make a better smoked ham. So we imported beechwood, native to Germany. It's the only way to craft a distinct flavor that's both rich and smooth. A flavor rarely found in hams smoked in America. Introducing Black Forest Beechwood Smoked Ham. From Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
T-Rex, huh? Am I covered?
We cover this.
And this. Not a scratch in here.
He's covered too. Mercury. There's some facts about SeaWorld we'd like you to know.
We don't collect killer whales from the wild and haven't for 35 years.
With the highest standard of animal care in the world, our whales are healthy.
They're thriving.
It wouldn't work here if they weren't.
And government research shows they live just as long as whales in the wild.
Caring for these whales, we have a great responsibility to get that right.
And we take it very seriously because we love them.
And we know you love them too.
Hey, Dad, what's for dinner?
Your favorite, chicken.
Raw chicken?
Salmonella.
Yuck! Ew, this is disgusting. It's okay.
When life gets messy, get Clorox. It cleans and kills germs. See Disney Pixar's Inside Out, June 19th.
5 minutes, bakers, to show us what you can do with coffee and cream.
Dude.
This is when the magic happens.
Magic? What kind of magic do you hang out with?
It's up to the point where I just need to take the cakes out of the oven if I want anything to present to the judges. I pop them out of the pan. Most of them break because they're not cooked enough. Things are not looking good.
Oh, we're looking good.
So far, so good. Knock on wood. I'm doing great on time. Scares me a little. To make my coffee whipped cream, I add heavy cream, powdered sugar, and coffee.
This is the mommy's way of making stabilized whipped cream.
Mommy's little secret to making stabilized whipped cream is microwaving a few marshmallows and putting them into the whipped cream as it's beating. That way it will hold its shape when I scoop it into the bowl. Awesome.
Perfect. I'm slicing my coffee and banana muffin, which is paired with the coffee pastry cream and a red currant and pink peppercorn sauce. I want to try and make sure that I present the judges with a clean and sophisticated look. That's kind of been my thing so far in this competition.
Time is running out, and I got nothing on the plate.
Maybe they don't understand.
I still have to soak my cake, I still have to pipe my cannoli, and it's not gonna be possible.
2 short minutes. Get it together. Make it pretty.
I get to work on decorating my petite cappuccinos. They need their creams. So I go ahead and in the center well, pipe in that delicious coffee diplomat cream. On top of that, I put in a nice white swirl of my cream from my mascarpone cream.
Ooh. I take the hazelnut daiquoise and cut them into discs to fit inside the mug. Beautiful. This bake is going smooth, just like my pot de creme.
1 minute, bakers. 1 very short minute.
Oh my goodness. I'm finally soaking my cake, but I'm doing it too slow, so I decide to pour the entire thing on because I have no time. Mamma mia.
There's like no time left. So I take the best looking cakes, pop them on the plate, and cover up as much as I can with the awesome tasty cream that I made.
5.
I just grab my bag, I squeeze it and
3.
everything, and I just slam it inside the cannoli.
2.
I threw it on the plate.
1. Hands up, bakers.
Time's up.
Step away from your station.
Happy Mother's Day.
Raise your hands if you're awesome. Oh! It's not exactly how I wanted it to look, but I would definitely serve this to my mom.
Judges, we're celebrating Mother's Day, and most moms rely on a morning cup of joe to get them going. So, coffee and cream dessert. First up, we have Dwayne. Come on out, please.
Good luck. Hello, hello. Happy Mother's Day to the ladies. Today I made for you a coffee and banana muffin. It is on top of a coffee pastry cream, and then I have a red currant and pink peppercorn sauce.
I think it's lovely. It's like a great painting you can look at from every angle.
Thanks so much.
The coffee is very present, right in your face, which is great. I'm just not sure if I'm digging it or not. I might be, or I might not.
The coffee by itself is very nice, but unfortunately it's drowning out the flavor of the bananas.
Sandy.
Okay, this was the perfect ingredient for Mother's Day because my mom and my me mom drink coffee constantly. I made a coffee cake to represent.
I'd love to get this on Mother's Day from my daughter. I'd like to get anything for Mother's Day from my daughter on Mother's Day. All I get are dirty looks and doors slammed in my face.
I think it's a little too dense, and I'm getting coffee, but not enough to say this is coffee and cream.
I think the cake is dense, I think it is heavy, but I like that.
Lorraine is on Team Sandy.
I think you can do better than this.
I disagree, Nancy.
Okay, what else is new?
This is bomb. This is good. Coffee is present, it's there, it's not too much.
That's why he's my boyfriend. He just doesn't know it yet.
Simone.
So I have created a petite cappuccino. It's kind of a hybrid between a cake pop without the stick, but also a little fondant-covered petit-four.
I think it's really, brave of you to do fondant. It's really tricky to work with, and you can see, there's a lot of folds right here, and just as a cake decorator, that's the first thing I see.
Duff instantly finds the crack in my china.
It's a good, strong, present coffee flavor, but it's not nasty.
Thank you. We don't want nasty.
You know so much about cooking, but what I want you to do is bring a bit more refinement to your dishes, and I want to see that because I know you have it in you.
Yes, thank you.
Andy.
Mom's coffee. I wanted to kind of put it together and make it look like coffee when it's presented to you. On the bottom layer, we've got a coffee pot de creme. On top of that is a layer of hazelnut daiquoise with a milk chocolate mousse and then a little bit of a whipped cream froth. with some milk chocolate shaved on top.
I could eat this all day long.
Well, it's Mother's Day. You can spoil yourself.
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day, Nancy.
Thank you, John.
Happy Mother's Day, Lorraine.
Thank you. I think it's a beautiful plate of food.
Thank you.
It was just the right amount of coffee flavor, so it wasn't like you weren't getting the tannins and the acidity of a cup of coffee. It was just the flavor notes were all there. A+.
Great, thank you.
What an awesome day.
Juliana?
Today, I have made for you an espresso ooey gooey brownie with a raspberry cream cheese swirl and a coffee whipped cream.
It's just a rustic, lovely, home, heartfelt dish.
Thank you.
Juliana, it's a really, really pretty plate. But you know, cutting into it and eating it, this is by far the best thing I've tasted today. This is so good. It's so good.
You can't make me cry. Okay.
And there it is.
The coffee's really coming through. You know, the cream obviously really enhances it. You know, it doesn't take away from it. This is delicious.
Juliana, you know what? You should have more confidence in yourself, because I think you come out here and you're not sure you can bake. So just be confident.
Thank you. Lorraine, I loved your encouragement, and it really made my day.
Damiano?
First, I made some fresh, coffee with the mocha, like we do in Italy. You know, every Italian person does do that. Then I prepared chocolate cannoli with tiramisu inside of it. The tiramisu, I think, it came out spectacular. I believe this could be maybe, I don't want to go too far, but it could be one of your best tiramisu that you ever tried in your life. I'm pretty confident about that.
Okay. A perfectly trained Italian baker presenting tiramisu.
So, Damiano, what's written on the plate?
On the plate, I wrote Ti voglio bene, mamma, which means I love you, mom.
You know, as a mother, looking at this plate, it warms my heart.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
Where's the coffee?
There is a coffee, the sponge cake that I made, the little cookie that I made. I put it inside of it. We soaked it coffee.
I gotta look for the coffee. I'll find it.
Okay.
But it's not really super present in the very first bite.
The cream is beautiful, it's soft, it's light, love it. But you know, this challenge is coffee, this challenge is cream. So the cream, fantastic.
Thank you.
The coffee, when I get the sponge, it's there. It's soft, it's beautiful, but it's not enough.
Do you hate me?
No, I don't.
I didn't get any sponge.
Duff, I apologize. Time was against me once again, and, I tried. So, no.
On the series premiere of Guilty Pleasures, Food Network stars admit that food this wrong,
You get to feel a little naughty.
tastes so right.
Dripping down you when you eat it.
Heaven. New series Guilty Pleasures premieres tonight at 10.
Food Network. Dig in.
What do you do to find the right person?
Honestly, it's totally random through like a job or mutual friends, but those usually end pretty badly.
Have you ever tried Match?
Nope, I haven't tried Match.
Or have you ever tried any other dating app?
I did, but everyone who responded to me was, just kind of going straight for hookups.
It seems like you need something between like just totally random happenstance and creepy hookups.
Yeah, that would be great.
Guess what that middle area is called?
Match?
Start for free today.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
What? What is this? The foot thing lifts?
Save up to $300 instantly on Tempur-Breeze mattresses, plus add an adjustable base and receive up to a $300 Tempur-Pedic Visa prepaid card by mail.
Wait, where are you going? Love my bed. Oh, I love my bed.
Visit Mattress Firm, America's #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer today, and sleep happy tonight.
Your relationship with your dog is pure. It's innocent. It's work, but it's perfect. You wouldn't trade it for the world. So protect your dog with Trifexis. Trifexis is the monthly beef-flavored tablet that prevents heartworm disease, kills fleas, and prevents infestations, and treats and controls hook, round, and whipworm infections. Treatment with fewer than 3 monthly doses after exposure to mosquitoes may not provide complete heartworm prevention. The most common adverse reactions were vomiting, depression, and itching. Serious adverse reactions have been reported following concurrent extra-label use of ivermectin with spinosad, one of the components of Trifexis. Prior to administration, dogs should be tested for existing heartworm infection. You'll take it all, the good and the bad, because that's what makes your relationship irreplaceable. Protect your dog all year long with the 3-in-1 power of Trifexis. Available by prescription only. Talk to your veterinarian about how to protect every second you share together.
Hit the road for the year of Alabama barbecue. Nobody has more pork palaces per capita. Rack up some rib time. Pile on the pork shoulder, pulled, sliced, and chopped. Ooh. Taste all the ways we make Sauce the Boss. And discover the secret ingredient that unites them all. Pride. When you come, ditch the map and download our app. Pack your appetite. Alabama has a road trip with your name on it.
They have their rules. You have yours. No high fructose corn syrup and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Capri Sun. Push play.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. At DealDash.com, you can save up to 99%, but hurry, everything must go.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
Oh. That detergent was like half the price.
And we'll have to use like double, maybe more.
I'm going back to the store.
Yes, you are.
Dish issues? Get Cascade Complete. 1-pack cleans tough food better than 6-packs of the bargain brand combined. Cascade, now that's clean.
Are you cutting carbs, but still need to snack on the run? Try these delicious bars from Atkins, the low-carb leader. Get your Atkins bars today. Go to Atkins.com for your buy one, get one free coupon. Eat well. Cut carbs. With Atkins, now you can.
Bakers, the judges felt 2 of you excelled in this preheat. Juliana?
Congrats.
And Andy. But we only have one advantage.
There is no way I can let my dessert lose out to a brownie.
Ooh.
And Andy, you redeemed yourself.
Thank you.
Club man.
My first win, finally. Hopefully this is going to be the first win of many more to come.
I'll tell you about your advantage in just a little bit.
I can wait.
Bakers, coffee and cream are just the start of a great Mother's Day. The real celebration for many families is a Mother's Day brunch.
What? Come on, brunch.
Oh, you don't have brunch in Italy?
Isn't such a thing, no?
Come on, people, I'm Italian.
There's lots of possibilities.
For what?
Options.
Of kind.
Well, I'm not about to tell you.
Never, ever, ever, ever in my life I made brunch or brought my mom to brunch.
For the main heat, we're giving you 90 minutes to create a Mother's Day brunch featuring 1 sweet and 1 savory baked dish. No quiche. Why? Because I said so. And Andy, as the winner of the preheat, we're providing you with an exclusive selection of special ingredients just for you. It's a good advantage.
Oh my gosh.
So, Spring Bakers, it's brunch time. Your baking time starts now.
Sorry, boy.
This basket has everything. Different produce, fruits, vegetables, premium bacon, strip steak that's like 2 inches thick. I'm in heaven. With this basket, I'm going to be able to make something that's going to stand out from all the other competitors.
Hey, you making a steak?
Yeah, man.
Where did you find the
Mama,
steak?
You remember that thing I won earlier? I'm going to use that specialty basket for my savory items. I'm going to use that big fat strip steak. I'm going to make a potato gratin, and I'm also going to do a baked tomato. The potato gratin is going to take the longest. I need to get this started now.
Andy, I hear your knife chopping skills over there, and I'm just so jealous right now.
That's a peeler, babe.
Oh, well, I hear something hitting something.
I grab my potatoes, and then I put them right into heavy cream. I bake the potato with another pan on top to compress all the layers. So when I go to cut it, it holds its shape. For my sweet dish, I'm gonna make pot au choux. Pot au choux is a fancy French name for a cream puff. I put the pot au choux in a pastry bag and pipe it onto a sill pad. I think it's gonna work. And I'm gonna fill this with a raspberry cream. This is exactly what I would make for my wife if I was at home today. I hope my students are watching us to see the instructor can still pull this stuff off. This cookie crust on the pot au choux is a little something different. It's an extra step. It helps to let the pot au choux rise nice and even, and it adds a little bit of a sweetness and a crunch to it. It's something unexpected. A little more sweetness. It's kind of weird to be cooking a steak on a baking show. You know what's weird?
That you're still here?
Hey, Simone, how are you?
Good.
You have a sweet dish and a savory dish. What's the sweet dish?
So my sweet dish is going to be a bit of a tropical set yogurt parfait. Very French, but very healthy, gluten-free.
This deep in the competition, you're gonna go gluten-free.
Gluten-free people have to eat too.
I've been waiting for an opportunity to represent all those gluten-free people out there. I used to weigh more than 300 pounds. I was literally killing myself through food, and I decided to live, and to live a better life. And so I had gastric bypass surgery. It changed my life. I lost 170 pounds. I get started on my baked yogurt. I take sour cream and creme fraiche and mix the two. I mix that with condensed milk and a tiny amount of vanilla. Pour that into a glass and get those into the oven to bake.
Do your job, little babies.
I'm hoping that the judges realize that I'm taking a huge chance on a gluten-free dessert.
How you doing, Sandy?
Do what you know how to do, girl. I'm making a 4-pepper cornbread with bacon cream cheese in honor of my husband, because he hearts cornbread. I'm grabbing green, yellow, and red bell peppers. Then I mix butter, eggs, cornmeal, flour, and all those yummy peppers. For my sweet item, I'm making carrot loaf topped with pineapple and toasted macadamia nuts. I'm making this carrot loaf in honor of my mom since today is Mother's Day.
Has nobody started making the mimosas yet? Because if you do, please let me know. Just like at home, no one answers me.
Everybody have parsley.
What, Andy, you don't have it in that goodie basket over there? It's really important for me to do well in this main heat because I knew I could have done better in the preheat challenge. I am making 2 different types of savory scones, a cheddar chive and a goat cheese olive with a sausage gravy and a tropical bread pudding. I'm doing both my scones at the same time to cut down time because they're basically the same recipe. Ooh, yeah. Whenever I get the opportunity to go to brunch with my mom and my me-mom, pina coladas are involved. I want this bread pudding to be nice and tropical. So I'm adding some pineapple and some toasted coconut. I cut up some bread and I start my bread pudding base. And I'm starting to soak my bread in it because I want to make sure that it absorbs all that good custard. This is gonna be good. Boom.
1 hour to cook up your best Mother's Day brunch.
Dwayne, how you doing over there, buddy?
Ooh. Besides sweating like crazy, I'm doing
it's
well.
hotter in the kitchen today, you get that?
So I instantly know what I want to do in this challenge. I really want to put the emphasis that my mother showed us how to fix our own breakfast from very early on. This is why for my savory dish today, I'm going to make scrambled eggs. I'm going to make a bacon butter sauce to really emulate those first things that she showed me how to cook. I'm going to pair it all with a savory crab and spinach hand pie to remind me of the days we spent around the crab ball table. I get started on my bacon butter white wine sauce. First, I put some bacon into a hot skillet, and I want to start rendering that bacon down. Once the fat's released, I toss in my onions, I toss in a little butter, then I toss in a little white wine to deglaze the pan. Sauce is ready to roll. You can't go wrong with bacon, butter, and wine. This is ready to eat, y'all. It's time for me to get my pie dough out, roll it out, cut it. I take my filling, I fill it in, I fold that other side over, I crimp the edges all around. I egg wash them a little bit, put them onto the sheet tray, and put them in the oven. For my sweet item, I'm making a pavlova because I know I can bake it really well, and it is the epitome of spring, especially once you add the fresh berries to it. I really want to show the judges my pavlova last week, but I really didn't get a chance to do it, so I'm really ready to knock their socks off with this one today.
How you doing, Fabiano? Oh, I said Fabiano. I've been calling you Fabio all day.
Do not
Ooh, I'm sorry.
ever do that again. I'm making a prosciutto cotto scone with zucchini and caramelized onion frittata and a spring spinach salad. Let's go into making a scone. Today I'm gonna make a scone because it's a quick, bread, and I need the time. I'm taking a risk here because I'm making scones when I have Lorraine, that is English, so she's gonna scrutinize every single part of my scone, but I had to do it. There is $50,000 on the line.
Damiano.
Damiano.
How do you feel about the brunch challenge?
Bad, very bad. I'm struggling. I am making the scones with prosciutto cotto because scone tends to be a little dry, so I want a little bit of moisture.
There you go.
So the scone, it's ready to be rolled. Do not do this at home. My scone looks nice and even, so I can cut out my round scones and put them on the pan and put them in the baking.
Oh no, we got a while. My carrot loaf is still not done.
That's no good.
I know it's not cooked in the center because it's still wiggling. I need to get this temperature up to 350. Otherwise, my carrot loaf's not gonna bake all the way through. What's the time? Time? Please?
20 minutes left.
Time's running out. I gotta work some magic.
Light up your Memorial Day with a rack of chopped grill masters.
Fire up the grills now. I know how to play with fire.
Chow down on 5 meat-tastic episodes in a row.
Someone's gonna get burned, but it ain't gonna be me.
Marathon Chopped Grill Masters. Today, starting at 3. Brought to you by the new handhelds at Applebee's.
This is the year to trace your ancestral roots to Ireland. Or you can visit your Irish brother in Boston and save up to 60% on your hotel with Hotwire. Yeah, do that.
Hotwire.
Me and you.
And you and me.
No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me and you for me.
And you for me.
So happy.
Now there's a rewards program that lets you earn points at one place and use them at another. Introducing Plenty. When it comes to rewards, there's plenty together.
Imagine beautifully decorated walls like this without a single nail hole. It's easy thanks to Command picture hanging products from 3M. These Command picture hanging strips lock and relock, which means you can reposition your pictures so they're perfect every time. And if you change your mind, they come off cleanly without damaging your walls. Command sticky nails are perfect for pictures with wire backs, sawtooth hangers, or keyholes. So don't be afraid to decorate. Take command of your space.
Command products from 3M.
Minute Maid is born from the goodness of fruit, like these amazing lemons. In the lemon world, they just made it to the big time.
Something tells me I'm into something good.
Hey neighbor, this Memorial Day weekend, Ace can help your flowers grow bigger, better, faster. For 4 days only, Miracle Grow potting mix is just $6.99 after $3 instant savings.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Just like all moms, I'm always concerned about my children's well-being. But sometimes they get sick, sometimes they get hurt. That's why I'm so grateful we have children's hospitals, because when any child needs a miracle, they'll do everything in their power to make one happen. With our support. Please join me in giving sick and injured children every chance to get better. Put your money where the miracles are. Give to your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
There's a more enjoyable way to get your fiber. Try Philips Fiber Good Gummies Plus Energy Support. It's a new fiber supplement that helps support regularity and includes B vitamins to help convert food to energy.
These are good. Nice work, Phillips.
The tasty side of fiber from Philips.
This is a vanilla bean.
A little crushed vanilla bean.
Breyer's Natural Vanilla with only sustainably farmed vanilla.
Breyers has fresh cream, sugar, and milk.
Breyer's, the good vanilla. Our milk and cream come from cows not treated with artificial growth hormones.
Mother's Day Brunch Challenge.
I get my carrot loaf in the oven and I start working on my pineapple compote. I give it a taste and it tastes good. Next, I make my simple bacon cream cheese. All it is whipped cream cheese and crunchy bacon.
All right. For my sweet item, I'm making a torta della nonna with roasted pine nuts. The torta della nonna, it's a classic tradition in Italy, in Tuscany. That's why I decided to do something like this for Mother's Day. Now I'm gonna get started on my custard for the torta della nonna. Thicker?
That's exactly what I need.
Then I'm taking my custard and I pour it inside of my pie crust. Next, I'm going to make my lattice top of my pie. I'm cutting out long strips and I'm putting it carefully over the top so my pie looks beautiful and rusty. Then I put my pine nuts. It's time now to put it in the oven. Please pray for me.
15 minutes left in the Mother's Day Brunch Challenge. One sweet and one savory, and no quiche.
No quiche, Andy.
What's up? It's time to cook the steak. So I take the steak out of the package and I dry it off real good. If you dry that steak off with a paper towel before you sear it, it's gonna give you a nice brown crust. I'm going really simple on this. Salt and pepper. Beautiful. Next, I'm gonna work on the tomato. The topping is made up of breadcrumbs, thyme, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and some olive oil. Oh, nasty. I'm just gonna sprinkle that on top, put them in the oven, and let them bake. I think it's gonna work.
Get there, come on. Oh. For my savory item, I'm making my signature shunami, which is a savory eclair. I'm taking smoked salmon and basically turning it into a delicious salad. I slice open my pat of choux and pipe it right in. Then I get started on my tropical fruit chutney. I get my pineapple diced up with a little bit of dry papaya and mango. Get those on the stove cooking. So what I'm making today is what I hope Max will make for me when he's old enough to cook on Mother's Day.
Perfect. Yes.
I walk up to the oven to check on my pavlovas, but I pull these out, put them to the side, and let them cool down.
I want to start on my sausage gravy. I check on my sausage, take them out of the pot, dice up some onions, and I start cooking that with the sausage fat and a little bit of butter.
How does that look on a Sunday morning, huh?
The tropical bread pudding turns out exactly as I intended it to.
Ooh, yeah.
Come on, time!
2 minutes, bakers. 120 seconds left. You should be plating.
My carrot loaf is still not done. I have no choice. I gotta pull it out of the oven.
I might be able to salvage it. I don't have time to wait no more.
The middle is a disaster. I can only use the ends of my carrot loaf, which are a little overcooked because I turned up the temperature.
I go back to my frittata and I start cutting little circle out of it, so it's gonna go precisely in the center of my beautiful scones. I also add some edible gum to my spring spinach salad.
Meat's good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Step away from your stations.
Oh, man. There you go, Mom. Time to eat. I want the advantage. I have specialty ingredients no one else has. I should be able to win this one easily.
Judges, a Mother's Day brunch featuring one savory and one sweet baked dish. But they could not make quiche. First up, we have Simone.
I am pretty sure that if I cannot sell the judges on the idea of a gluten-free dessert, I am out of here.
Hello, Simone.
Hello. So I prepared for you today a savory little sandwich. I took pat of choux, so you've got a savory eclair there, and it has inside a salmon salad.
I think it's delicious.
Thank you.
I find it just a tad salty, and I would love to have more onion to cut the saltiness. Other than that, it's divine.
So the sweet dish, we've got a baked yogurt. I put a thin layer of wildflower honey on the bottom, and then I did a tropical compote on top of that.
Okay, judges, baked yogurt.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very flavorful.
Really surprising flavor. I mean, it's really complex. A lot more complex than I thought it was going to be. It's really good.
Lorraine, do you like it?
I like it a lot.
Oh, thank you.
This plate has made me so happy because I know you have so much up here, but this is what I'd love to see more of in the competition, is you baking from your heart and soul, not just from your head.
Baking from my head is kind of what I know, but I'm so glad that she was able to find me on the plate.
Hello.
How are you, Dwayne?
Hello.
I'm doing well. My savory dish is a crab and spinach hand pie. On the bottom, a scrambled egg, and it is covered in a bacon, butter, and white wine sauce.
Your pastry crust is incredible. It's flaky, it's light, it's buttery. When you made this crust, you left like nice big chunks of butter in there?
Yes, sir. There's butter and lard in it.
That's
good. I'm glad you guys enjoying it.
The bacon butter is amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I
just have
could
a big,
eat this all day long.
Exactly. I just like a big cup of it and just drink that.
What's wrong with butter and bacon, y'all?
No, you're absolutely right. The one thing I would say is that the eggs, I'm not sure I would have put the eggs in. I'm not sure if they're adding anything taste-wise to this dish.
So for the sweet dish today, I prepared for you a pavlova. It has a sweetened mascarpone cream in the inside and a fresh mixed berry compote.
I could drink this all day long as well.
Pour me a cup, we can have it together, girlfriend.
It's just like heaven on a plate.
Thank you.
Duff, how do you feel about it?
I mean, the thing is, like, I've baked a lot of pavlovas, and I'm kind of mad at it.
In a good way?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, not really. I'm kind of mad.
Birthday treats, picnic desserts, wedding sweets.
It's gonna be spring bake like you'll never forget.
Finale, Spring Baking Championship, Sunday night at 9.
Greetings, Stu. I'm the Wyndham Rewards Wizard.
I don't travel enough to earn anything.
Yes, you do. Let me show you. Ooh. Here we go.
Are we in the future?
Actually, we're in Branson, Missouri. And now you've got all the breakfast you can eat.
Yeah! Waffles!
3,000 points plus some cash gets you a night at thousands of hotels. Sign up at WyndhamRewards.com today.
Don't miss Ruby Tuesday's new American Rib Festival. Choose tempting new flavors like bacon barbecue smothered hog heaven, a bacon lover's dream, or spicy honey glazed Ragin' Cajun, all cooked low and slow. Or mix and match. The choice is yours. For a limited time, only at Ruby Tuesday.
Friends, look out for each other. So at Petco, we're offering $10 off flea and tick protection on Canine Advantix 2, Advantage 2, and Seresto, and on Petlock Plus, a generic of Frontline Plus, because our companions deserve protection. Petco.
At Zulily.com, women are discovering something new every day.
Zulily has an amazing selection.
You will find the cutest outfits for a fraction of the price.
We typically offer 100 new sales events each day, so there's always something special to discover, all at prices up to 70% off. And our mobile apps make it easy to shop on the go.
I know that if I find something on Zulily, I better grab it right away or it'll be gone.
Now it's your turn. Discover new selections and unbeatable savings. Shop Zulily.com and start saving today.
Caring for someone with Alzheimer's means I am a lot of things. I am his sunshine. I am his advocate. So I asked about adding once daily Namenda XR to his current treatment for moderate to severe Alzheimer's. It works differently. When added to another Alzheimer's treatment, it may improve overall function and cognition and may slow the worsening of symptoms for a while.
Namenda XR doesn't change how the disease progresses. It shouldn't be taken by anyone allergic to memantine or who's had a bad reaction to Namenda XR or its ingredients. Before starting treatment, tell their doctor if they have or ever had a seizure disorder, difficulty passing urine, liver, kidney, or bladder. Problems and about medications they're taking. Certain medications, changes in diet, or medical conditions may affect the amount of Namenda XR in the body and may increase side effects. The most common side effects are headache, diarrhea, and dizziness.
He's always been my everything. Now I am giving back. Ask their doctor about once daily Namenda XR and learn about a free trial offer at NamendaXR.com.
Soil is the foundation for healthy plants, just like gums are the foundation for healthy teeth. New Colgate Total Mouthwash for gum health. It kills germs and forms a protective shield for 45% stronger gums. For stronger, healthier gums, Colgate Total Mouthwash.
The secret then? Baking soda. Now, this Crystal Power Pack. Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean Ultra Power. The power of baking soda plus OxyClean stain-fighting crystals for a whiter, brighter clean. And save up to 30% versus the leading brand. Ultra Power. Big clean. Small price.
Duff, how do you feel about it?
I'm kind of mad at it.
In a good way?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, not really. I'm kind of mad. I'm just kind of mad that, like, this is better than any pavlova I've ever baked myself, so I'm kind of like, Man, I'm the judge. Like, come on, man. Like, you're making me look bad. This is amazing.
Thank you. Look out, Andy and Damiano. Big boy is back.
I'm glad that we have someone that can cook better than Duff.
Dwayne, thank you very much.
Thank you. Y'all have a great one. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
It's funny that you get schooled sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you're up here and you're like, wow, this is all awesome.
Hey, Andy.
Hello. My dish today is called Brunch at the Ritz. On the savory side, I've got a New York strip steak with a potato gratin and a roasted tomato.
On the gratin potatoes, the crust is just delicious. And it's not sweet.
It's simple food executed brilliantly, and I love the taste of your potatoes. What more could a British girl ask for? Steak and potatoes.
This tomato is kind of bums me out. It's like all the stuff like falls off, and I think it could have used like maybe another 15, 20 minutes.
My tomato's perfectly cooked. It's soft all through, all the way around.
Well, when you're ready, let's move on to the pâte à choux with raspberry cream.
On the sweet side, I've got pot of choux filled with a raspberry cream on top of a little piece of puff pastry.
The choux pastry, pâte à choux, is just perfect. It's thin, it's crisp. The raspberry cream is light and fluffy, but packed full of flavor, not too sweet, not too acidic. I think it's an outstanding dessert. Well done.
It's just smooth, sweet, perfect.
Thanks, Mom. I got this one in the bag.
Damiano, nice to see you.
I made frittata. It's a frittata with zucchini and caramelized onions. And then I made, I don't know if I did a good job or not, I made a scone, but I add to it prosciutto cotto.
You got a scone, which is a relatively dry product, got a bunch of ham in there, and the vegetables are really able to kind of push themselves out and really make them known. Very spring-like.
Contrary to what Duff said, I think the scone is fantastic.
Coming from you, I mean, thank you very much.
And for your sweet dish, Damiano.
For my sweet dish, that's my signature dish. It's called...
I love the fact that the base is slightly different, but it's just a little bit soft. It has a lovely give.
Thank you.
And the filling, just, well, it's wonderful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Juliana, how are you?
I'm good. Well, for the sake Avery, I made for you today a 4-pepper cornbread with a bacon cream cheese spread. And the cornbread was cooked in a cast iron skillet.
Cornbread has nice texture and nice flavor.
Thank you.
The cornbread is good. Bacon cream cheese, like,
You're happy with that?
yeah, I mean, come on.
My sweet dish for you today is my carrot lemon zest loaf with a pineapple compote and a butter rum glazed sauce.
I think it's not a good idea to put 2 bread items on the plate.
I wanted to make something that I was comfortable with.
The crust is definitely difficult, but it really tastes good.
I like the crunchy ends. I do think it's a bit dry, but you are saved by the fact that you've put the pineapple on top, and that's really made the carrot loaf a little bit more moist.
Yay for pineapple sauce! I like that pineapple sauce too. You can drink it.
Juliana, thank you very much.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Sandy, how are you?
Good, I'm
All
good.
right.
For the savory, what I did is I made a sausage gravy, and then I made a goat cheese olive scone and a cheddar chive scone.
That gravy smells good.
Yeah, I think this is a little salty. The gravy could have held back a bit. The goat's cheese and olive scone is a little bit salty too. And the cheddar and chive scone. I'm not getting enough chive.
But I like the thyme in it.
Bit salty. Like, bit, just tiny bit.
All right, and for the sweet, I did a pineapple coconut bread pudding.
Not my favorite. It's kind of gooey.
Who wants a dry bread pudding? It's gooey. It's
Wow,
perfect.
Thank you.
That's how it should be. It's soft, it's moist, then the outside it's all crunchy, you get the coconut, and the pineapple kicks in.
Nice.
Yeah, Nancy, I don't know what you've got over
Well,
there.
then maybe
You're so crazy.
Judges, thank you very much. Sandy, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
None of these judges are on the same page. I have no idea where this leads me, but I'm hoping I'm okay.
Duff's is a little better than mine was.
If the heart of the home is the kitchen,
then the soul of a small town is its diner.
pick up. We rallied local residents to swoop in, surprise the owners. We provide the inspiration. They provide the perspiration. Oh, watch out. It's a blue plate special of her updated diner classics.
They're gonna love that. And his amazing ideas. We're bringing the heart and soul back to these communities.
All new, Friday night at 10:30. American Diner Revival. On Food Network.
Heartburn.
No one burns on my watch.
Try Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. They work fast and don't taste chalky.
Amazing. I have heartburn.
Alka-Seltzer Heartburn Relief Chews. Enjoy the relief.
Come taste something special this Monday with Carrabba's Amore Mondays. With 3 great courses starting at just $12.99. Choose your entree, add homemade soup or fresh salad, and an appetizer or dessert. So join us this Monday night at Carrabba's Italian Grill.
I don't drink out of a best dad in the world mug. Sometimes I forget to cut the crust off the sandwich. Most days, I just hope I'm getting some of it right.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Whoa, this is a lunchbox, not a Halloween bag. A natural beauty. You are making me melt, shall we?
Mini Baby Bell is 100% natural cheese and a whole lot of fun. Mini Baby Bell.
Snack a little bigger.
Think your tropical vacation can't get any better than this? Experio UV superior polarized sun lenses eliminate 100% of blinding reflective glare and offer the maximum UV protection. Ask for Experio UV superior polarized sun lenses for the best vision under the sun.
People say that the world is getting smaller. That there are few surprises left on Earth. We suspect that the people who say that just haven't been to Texas yet. The Texas Great Outdoors. Explore it and other wonders at traveltex.com.
Every window tells a story. Dress them with window fashions by Hunter Douglas and bring your home to life. Imagine warming up without bundling up. Opening the shades without getting up. And bringing in the kind of light that can lift you up. With hundreds of styles, colors, and design innovations, it's your story to tell. Explore the art of window dressing at hunterdouglas.com.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. At DealDash.com, you can save up to 99%, but hurry, everything must go.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
Hi, welcome inside the HelloFresh kitchen. We're the meal kit delivery service that makes cooking easy. Every week, we create the most delicious step-by-step recipes, source the freshest ingredients in just the right quantities, and deliver them in an insulated box so you can cook healthy meals from scratch in around 30 minutes. Whether you're a beginner in the kitchen or already a master chef who's just short on time. To get $20 off your first box, go to HelloFresh.com and use promo code TV.
So, judges, which Mother's Day brunch really worked for you today?
Honestly, almost all of them. This was really, really tight.
Yeah, it was a good day's baking today.
I really thought that Dwayne was outstanding. Again, his flavors were phenomenal.
I got to tell you, for me, today was all about Simone. Simone took all of our advice.
Yeah, I mean, what Simone did today, finally, was cook with a bit of soul.
That baked yogurt, it was so complex and it was so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about Dwayne. That crab and spinach ham pie was beautiful. And the bacon butter with wine sauce was just heavenly. And that pavlova was executed with perfection.
You have to give Andy credit. His plate was lovely. And that pat au choux with raspberry cream was yum.
We've talked about the creme de la creme. Now, who maybe struggled for you today?
I know we differ, but poor Sandy with that gooey raw bread pudding.
Dry bread pudding is nasty.
It was full of flavor.
It was thick and it was raw bread.
I thought the scones were, one was a little bit too salty and the other one I couldn't taste the chive.
Poor Juliana.
That carrot cake, it was okay. The crust was very solid stuff.
You needed to really kind of dig in. I'm a strong guy, and I was like, I gotta.
You know, I'm really disappointed because I know she can do better than that, and she just lacks that confidence. She needs to bring.
I really liked her cornbread.
It was a very solid cornbread, but a carrot loaf and cornbread.
We're getting down to the details. There are 6 people left here. You're gonna have to make some hard decisions.
And they will be hard decisions.
Bakers, your brunches made mothers everywhere proud. But 2 of your plates were spectacular. Simone, you showed the judges a new side of you this week. You baked from the heart, and you're clever, but simple presentation was lovely.
First, she says Simone. She had a nice dish, but there's no way it's better than mine. I'm sitting there going, man, he's calling me next.
Dwayne?
Thank you. What the heck is happening? Frickin' Dwayne on the top again. How is this possible?
Your crab and spinach hand pie was rich, satisfying, and the pastry crust was incredible. But for the judges, one baker outshone the others. And that baker is... Simone.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Simone.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And happy Mother's Day.
Oh, well, thank you there.
It feels incredible that I get another week to prove that I can be the spring baking champion. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
2 other bakers also impressed the judges today. Andy and Damiano, you're both safe this week. Unfortunately, that leaves Sandy and Juliana. Both please step forward. Juliana, your 4-pepper cornbread was solid, but your carrot loaf had a thick crust around the edges. And the judges questioned your choice to present 2 quick breads on 1 plate.
This whole day has been an emotional roller coaster, and now all I can think about is how sick to my stomach I am.
Sandy, though your tropical bread pudding was tasty, one judge struggled with the gooey texture. And your scones were okay, but the sausage gravy, very salty.
I want to stay in this competition because I'm doing what I love.
Juliana, Sandy, it's always difficult, and especially today. Sandy? You're safe. Juliana, I'm sorry, but you'll be going home today.
It's so fun without you. Thank you for everything.
Didn't see that coming.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could keep up with these other bakers, but I'm gonna keep on baking. You haven't seen the last of me.
If you feel you have what it takes to compete in a baking championship, go to foodnetwork.com/casting. Previously on Spring Baking Championship.
Ooh, yeah.
Create a Mother's Day brunch featuring 1 sweet, and 1 savory baked dish.
You know what's weird?
That you're still here?
Oh! The crust is definitely difficult.
Sandy, Juliana, the 2 of you stumbled. Juliana, you'll be going home today.
Didn't see that coming.
Welcome back, Spring Bakers. You've made it to the halfway mark. Which of you will take home the $50,000 and the title of Spring Baking Champion?
I have 3 wins under my belt so far, but I haven't had one for a while. It's really time for me to get back to the top.
This is your next challenge.
Oh, gee. Oh.
Stick. The latest dessert craze is desserts on a stick. A perfect way to kick off a party.
Oh. Yeah. Desserts on a stick are great for spring. They're portable, they're trendy, they're fun, but they don't teach desserts on a stick in culinary school.
So you have 60 minutes to make any baked dessert you want, as long as it's on a stick. An advantage in the main heat is at stake. Your baking time starts now.
Boom. I want this one.
Seriously? Man, you people suck. You've stolen my stuff.
I'm really nervous. This isn't something I normally do. So the first thing that comes to mind is a cake pop.
What you making?
I am making a lemon butter cake. I'm gonna make a strawberry buttercream, a little cake pop. The center of it's going to be center for a flower. The inspiration behind this dessert is my daughters, and I think that a beautiful flower would represent my twin girls. To make the cake, I put my sugar, nut flour in a mixing bowl with a paddle. I then add the eggs, scraping down to make sure everything's incorporated evenly. Scrape this down, get it nice and smooth. I'm gonna make a meringue, fold the meringue into the butter mixture, and then spread it on a half sheet pan and bake it. The half sheet pan's gonna let me bake this quicker than baking it in a round. After I get the cake baking in the oven, I need to start making my buttercream. That's the glue that's gonna hold this cake pop together. I'm hoping I got this right, because if your buttercream is weak, it'll make the cake pop slide off the stick. Some of these plastic strips for my flower petals. I start to make the petals for my flowers. To do this, I take a strip of acetate and I dip a knife into some chocolate, and using the paring knife, I just tap it down, lift it up, and this makes the flower petals. Each one is done individually. The petal making is going pretty well, but I'm losing time on the cake pops.
45 minutes, bakers. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Bobby.
What are you doing?
These are gonna look like fresh, beautiful cookies, flowers.
So they're gonna look good. How are they gonna taste?
Like heaven on a stick. I'm making a huge bouquet of citrus sugar cookies with white chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Start tempering some white chocolate, because I want to put that into the cookie to kind of bump up the sweetness and give it a good creamy flavor. I'm gonna be spring all up in their business. Because the cookie dough needs to be put on a stick, I have to make sure to place the stick in just right, and then put a little bit more dough over that to make sure it holds up really well. I turn into this cookie factory, just cranking them out, putting them in the oven, chilling them. I'm starting to decorate them. I'll come back for that. I'm running from station to station in circles trying to get this done.
30 minutes, bakers.
Jeez. I love the smell of goodness.
I'm making strawberry lemonade cake pops, and I'm calling them Strawberry Fields.
I'm gonna envision the strawberry fields back home in Louisiana.
The Southern lady in you.
Gotta represent.
Lemonade and strawberries.
Lorraine said bake from the heart, so I'm gonna do that.
Good luck, Simone.
Thank you.
I start my cake pops off with my basic butter cake recipe, and I add lots of lemon zest to that.
Get you in the oven, little baby.
I get that poured into a pan and get it into the oven. But because it's gonna be a cake pop,
nice.
I like to break my cake up in the oven to make sure that it's browning evenly throughout and that it's gonna be cooked in time.
So glad I baked extra cake.
I mix my cake and my buttercream together just until it's barely dry. I want to be able to form them into strawberries without losing their shape.
They're all good.
I melt down some red candy melt so that my nonpareils can stick to the outside. That is where my strawberry texture is going to come in.
Crazy with the cake pops.
Dwayne, how are you?
You know what? I'm gonna try and do something different. I feel like all my competitors are gonna try and maybe go like the cake pop route. So what I'm gonna try and do is actually give you profiteroles on a stick.
Cream puffs.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
My plan here is to give the overall theme of honeycombs. That's really good. So to make my profiteroles, let's start my pâte à choux. The pâte à choux is a French pastry dough that's commonly used for things like cream puffs, eclairs. I put in the pot milk, butter, water, sugar. I need to bring this mixture up to a full boil. Dump the AP flour in. I dump it into my mixer. You have to beat pâte à choux until the steam releases and there's no more steam coming off the dough. Put my eggs into the bowl one at a time until we have a nice, smooth pâte à choux. I'm happy with that. Now begin to pipe it out onto the soap pad. In order to create that nice, airy fluffy on the inside, you have to cook it at really high heat really quickly.
Seriously, dude? You too? Pâte à choux.
Yes, sir.
I turn around and I see Dwayne doing the same thing as me. He's making the same thing. Come on, man. I do this every day. You have no chance.
Good luck, Dwayne.
I am going to make a croquembouche, which in France means crunchy in the mouth. Croquembouche. So it's a cream puff, crunchy on the outside, and fresh cream in the center. So when you eat it, it goes. I'm gonna get started on my hazelnut cream by taking a little bit of whipped cream and whip it with some hazelnut paste and adding a little bit of sugar. I'm going to make my croquembouche unique by coloring a little bit of sugar on the outside and make it a little pink and make it crunchy. Very nice.
What in the world is going on?
What are you doing? Is that dishwater?
I have my isomod to make cotton candy.
It's so weird right now. I'm spinning sugar, look over, Damiano's spinning sugar. It's like he's all up inside my head.
5 minutes, bakers, in the dessert on a stick challenge.
I get the cake pops out of the blast freezer, but the cake mixture is still too soft and the stick doesn't have anything to grab onto. This is not what I want. I need more time and Bobby's not gonna give it to me. They're not even sticking to the sticks. I'm done on this one. I don't think I'm gonna get the pedals on. This is gonna be an embarrassment.
Get it on the plate, baby. Get it on the plate.
I'm trying, girl.
Ooh, jeez. I've got to have stems on my strawberries. That'll really make them look realistic.
Get up there, little leaf.
Woo! Time is a-ticking. I carefully dip each one of those profiteroles inside the caramel for some crunch.
2 minutes, bakers.
Seriously? I have to fill my profiteroles. So I'm going super fast and I'm just like boom, 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 boom. Come on, man.
Jeez Louise, what? Minutes left. And these cookies just don't look done. And I need to add something, and the only thing I can think of is just putting a little chocolate coating melt on each one of them. It's not what I would usually do, but time's running out.
Oh, worst day ever. I spent the time making all these petals. I'm not gonna let them go to waste. So I grabbed some melted chocolate, some cold spray, and I glue a couple petals on top of each cake pop.
30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
On a scandalous new series, Food Network stars dish about their sinful encounters.
You're a dirty, dirty man.
With food so outrageous, it should be illegal. They're caught in the act.
Oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it because it's awesome. This is downright dirty food.
You want to do it in the closet, like you committed a crime.
Being wrong can be so right.
I don't have to tell you everything.
New series premieres tonight at 10. Guilty Pleasures. On Food Network.
The one-night vacation, it's a thing of beauty. You're going to check out restaurants, bars, and even a show because you saved up to 60% on your hotel with Hotwire. Or you could just, well, you know.
Hotwire!
Quiet! Mom has a headache!
Had a headache, but now I don't. Excedrin is fast.
In fact, for some, relief starts in just 15 minutes. Excedrin.
Wow, that was fast.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital. The first smile after
For Weber Grills. For 4 days only, buy a select Weber grill and get an Ace gift card worth up to $200 and free in-store assembly.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
It's here. New Fancy Feast broths with chicken. Silky smooth or creamy broths. Now with the real chicken she loves. Never any byproducts or fillers. Being a cat just got more enjoyable. Fancy Feast broths with chicken.
Thanks.
FedEx has solutions to enable global commerce that can help your company grow steadily and quickly.
Cut it out. See you tomorrow.
Ballpark Franks are made with 100% Angus beef for a juicy, bold taste. The only thing better than 100% Angus beef? I don't know. 200%. You're welcome, America. Ballpark 100% Angus Franks. So American, you can taste it.
T-Rex, huh?
Am I covered?
We cover this.
And this. Not a scratch in here.
He's covered too.
Mercury.
30 seconds. And the dessert on a stick challenge.
Oh my gosh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
I get the cake pops dipped. They're on a stick, but they are ugly.
Bakers, you remember our judges? Judges, desserts on a stick. First up we have Dwayne.
I'm really hoping that the judges really get the presentation I was trying to go for. Today, I wanted to give you a nod to honeybees. So you have a profiterole filled with a white chocolate and honey ganache. The top of it is a honey caramel, the really hard part. And then you have just some spun sugar for decoration.
It's really cute. But I think when you're talking about desserts on a stick, you know, the whole point is utility. You're at a fair, you're walking around, it's something you can really eat. This is a little, like, I don't really know how to get into this without, like, putting out an eye.
I love the ganache, beautiful. And the choux, lovely and crisp. But this caramel is a bit too firm for me.
It's a little like peanut brittle.
Okay.
That's just too thick. I would have done it a little bit thinner.
Thinner?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you. Thank you, judges. I can't wait to hear what they have to say about Damiano's. They don't look as nice as mine, I can tell you that much.
Judges, let's bring up Damiano.
I feel good about my croquembouche. I make it every day at the store. It's my brother's recipe, so I'm good. It's really hard to think about anything on a stick. And then I look around and I see Dirwin with the same thing as me. I'm like, no, man, that's mine. I made croquembouche, caramelized with sugar. I did also like a little bit of strings of crystallized sugar on top of it.
I know it's fun. I like the kind of wildness of the sugar. It kind of looks like Einstein's hair. It's probably not something I'd want to eat. So, like, if I was somewhere and I got this, I'd pick it up, and I would definitely remove that, you know, before I took a bite.
It has a great bite.
Thank you.
A great flavor.
Thank you.
Great consistency.
Thank you.
I'm going to eat the whole thing.
Thank you. That's what you're supposed to do. One bite.
The outside is a little funky. It's definitely not your best work. The inside is flawless.
Thank you.
The choux pastry is perfectly cooked. It has a nice, light crunch where I'm not going to break my tooth. And the hazelnut cream, beautiful.
Thank you.
Are you going to eat that?
Go ahead.
Sandy.
In the city, you can't really have a garden unless you have a window box. So it was really nice to make something that I don't necessarily need to water. I made a citrus white chocolate sugar cookie. It's a little bit of citrus and brushed with the tempered white chocolate.
It looks a bit rushed.
Yep.
The way the yellow and the oranges and even the chocolate in the center. And yeah, I could have done some nice piping on the chocolate or some leaves.
Yeah.
So you could have added a bit of elegance to this.
The general flavor of the cookie is good. I'm just getting a little extra salt.
Flavor-wise, I think it's totally round. The citrus is there, the white chocolate is there. I like the salt. You know, biting into this, you didn't really expect it to finish like that, but I actually really like it because the nonpareils are really sweet, the white chocolate's really sweet, but the flavor's great.
I know that you can do much, much, much more than this cookie on a stick.
Thank you very much, Sandy.
Thank you very much. This was a rough challenge. I made wrong decisions. I have to fess up to it and just work it in the next round.
Ooh.
Simone?
I grew up in Louisiana, and when you're driving through those back roads and there's strawberry fields to the left, to the right. So today's strawberry is strawberry lemonade. We've got lemon butter cake with strawberry buttercream.
Visually, it's wonderful. You brought the farmer right out of me.
Thank you.
It's adorable. And it's so wonderful to see because you're really giving us more of who you are on the plate. And I love that.
Thank you.
I want to taste lemon cake, and the lemon cake is so light and lovely. But the nonpareils are taking over.
Cake is good, but man, the nonpareils are just killing me. You know, I'm gonna have like nonpareils for like a couple days. I'm gonna floss.
Yeah, wanting to go for a visual of strawberries, I guess that was just a poor choice.
All right. Thank you, Simone.
Thank you.
Judges, let's speak to Andy and see what he's up to.
Look, Andy.
I'm ready for my beating. Today I've made for you a raspberry and lemon butter cake pop. And the inspiration behind this cake pop is my daughter. Sorry. Called this dish Abby and Anna's Garden. I didn't quite get everything done the way I wanted to get it on there.
Don't apologize. It's a bunny rabbit running around the garden.
I got butterfly. What did you get, though?
Dragonfly-ish?
Okay, I get the dragonfly. Anna and Abby would be very proud of their dad today.
You might get a new crier in front of you this week.
You know, it's easy to eat. It's fun. It's got a bunch of white chocolate on there. It's not terribly refined. That's cool. I'm not either, so like, I dig it.
I think they taste delicious. I love raspberry and lemon. It's one of my favorite combinations.
The judges seem to like what I made today. I can't believe it.
Okay, bakers, thank you for your desserts on a stick.
Thank you.
And it was unbelievable.
I'm starting to get a feeling that I got a shot at the advantage.
Hey, bakers, in this dessert on a stick preheat, for the judges today, it all came down to taste. And the most delicious dessert on a stick was from Damiano.
Oh, nice. Finally, I win an advantage. Give it to me.
Congrats, Damiano.
Thank you.
Your croquembouche was a big hit, and you won an advantage in the main heat. But I'll tell you about that in un minuto.
Okay, grazie.
Oh, wait, hey, can you guys hang on for just a second? I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay? Be right back.
Ooh, ooh. Whoa, Bobby. Where are you going? What are you getting? You're freaking me out.
I hope it's good. Something good.
It's the best thing I've ever had. It's a sizzling week featuring new episodes of your favorite shows. Who's fired up today? And new series premieres.
It's so delicious.
Starting tonight at 8. Thrilling week. Food Network. Dig in. Brought to you by Honda. Start something special with a great deal on a Honda. Now at your Honda dealer.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal, until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
That was beautiful.
Who are you?
I'm the Wyndham Rewards Wizard. Then it's time to create some memories together.
Is he on your side of the family?
I thought we were honeymooning in Reno. Was this magic?
No! Your husband earned this.
So what do we do now?
It's your honeymoon. I'm sure you'll think of something magical.
15,000 points get you a free night at over 7,500 hotels. Sign up at WyndhamRewards.com today.
Don't miss Ruby Tuesday's new American Rib Festival. Choose tempting new flavors like bacon barbecue smothered hog heaven, a bacon lover's dream, or spicy honey glazed Ragin' Cajun. All cooked low and slow. Or mix and match. The choice is yours. For a limited time, only at Ruby Tuesday.
Imagine beautifully decorated walls like this without a single nail hole. It's easy thanks to Command picture hanging products from 3M. These Command picture hanging strips lock and relock, which means you can reposition your pictures so they're perfect every time. And if you change your mind, they come off cleanly without damaging your walls. Command sticky nails are perfect for pictures with wire backs, sawtooth hangers, or keyholes. So don't be afraid to decorate. Take command of your space.
Command products from 3M.
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
Great coastal flavor. 3 ways to grill it up right. Cooking 1, 2, 3 from CPAC. Combine vegetables with shrimp scampi and foil and steam on the grill for delectable flavor in 1 easy step. Spare the oven and fire up the grill for shrimp spring rolls. Serve them with Thai chili sauce for sweet, smoky flavor. Or add CPAC butterfly shrimp to grilled steak for surf and turf in a snap. Easy as 1, 2, 3 from CPAC. Find more coastal grilling inspiration at cpac.com/cooking123.
Pure Leaf believes in tea that actually tastes like tea. That's why we brew with real tea leaves. It's a little more work, but that's what you do for the love of leaves. Pure Leaf, real leaf brewed tea.
1 can of Bush's beans. Home style sounds good, but country style not without its charms. Brown sugar hickory? Who says no to hickory? New sweet heat? Sure. There are no rules here.
Bush's Beans. What's your favorite flavor?
At Zulily.com, women are discovering something new every day.
Zulily has an amazing selection. You will find the cutest outfits for a fraction of the price.
We typically offer 100 new sales events each day, so there's always something special to discover, all at prices up to 70% off. And our mobile apps make it easy to shop on the go.
I know that if I find something on Zulily, I better grab it right away or it'll be gone.
Now it's your turn. Discover new selections and unbeatable savings. Shop Zulily.com and start saving today.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, Hey, I'm bringing booty back.
Visit Honest.com now to get your free trial of Honest diapers and wipes delivered right to your door. The Honest Company, stylish, safe, and convenient. We've got you covered.
Every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top.
Is it your birthday?
No.
Bakers, your desserts on a stick have put us in a party mood. So for the main heat, you have 2 hours to bake a delicious birthday cake and whip up ice cream from scratch.
2 hours is going to be tight to make this cake the way I want to do it.
I know immediately I'm gonna make a birthday cake for my dad.
Damiano.
Yes.
In the spirit of birthday parties, your advantage is a gift. Not this one. It's right over there. As the winner of the preheat,
what?
You get exclusive use of your own ice cream machine. While the other 4 bakers are going to share a machine.
4 people gotta share an ice cream machine and make a birthday cake. Okay.
Let's get this party started.
Whoop, whoop.
Your baking time starts now.
I'm getting drunk with this thing or not? I am making a pan di Spagna soaked with rum and orange liqueur filled with a diplomatic cream. Pan di Spagna, bread of Spain. The pan di Spagna, it's very similar to a sponge cake. It's a little bit more airy, so it's less heavy. And it's my father's favorite dessert, and every birthday, he has to have one. I am creating air inside my mix. By doing this technique and torching and mixing slowly, you will create a very nice and airy pan di Spagna. On the side, I'm making a vanilla cream gelato with chocolate cream crunchy. Ice cream, it's a little bit more heavy than gelato. It's not as creamy. Gelato. So I'm hoping that my gelato can put me a step above everybody else.
Wayne, we gotta start figuring out this ice cream machine situation. How you looking over there, brother?
It's gonna be a while before my ice cream is ready to go in.
I hear that. I'm making a mango chocolate cake with a mango ice cream. Got a little bit of chocolate in there, that's a little something extra. First, I've got to start with making my devil's food cake. Get this on the half-sheet pan and get it going in that oven. The inside layer is going to be a mango curd. I take mango puree, a little bit of passion fruit puree, sugar, and eggs. Once that's cooked, I pour the curd into the ring and quickly get it into the blast chiller. And then I start focusing on the mousse. A little bit different layout here from what you're probably normally used to seeing in terms of a cake. To assemble the cake, I layer devil's food cake, curd, devil's food cake.
Perfect.
Fill it with some of the mousse, and I gotta get this thing in the blast freezer.
Okay, are you about to use the ice cream maker?
Can I get in there?
Awesome, yeah, I'm gonna go in right after you. Time for cake.
Simone, how are you?
I'm good, Bobby.
What you making?
I'm gonna give you a sneak peek into my spring collection, a handbag. I'm making one of my signature handbag cakes. I'm using a butter cake infused with orange zest with a layer of pistachio buttercream and raspberry buttercream. I am taking the pistachio from my cake and transferring it to my ice cream of pistachio and orange, the perfect marriage. I'm thinking fashion, Italian, cake. It should come together pretty nicely.
Wait a second. You're going Italian?
You know what?
Damiano's right over there.
If Damiano can do profiteroles and a croquembouche, I can go Italian on my flavors.
Okay.
Funny girl, Simone, funny girl.
Like butter, but not like butter. It's like mango ice cream. To run a batch of ice cream and clean the machine, it's gonna take about 15 minutes a piece. So I step on the gas a little bit harder so I can be the first one in. If somebody gets backed up at the beginning, it could mean the difference between finishing your ice cream or not.
So it's turning out good, Andy?
Très magnifique,
I'm very curious as to where this is going.
My dad's birthday, which is also in the spring.
Okay.
So I'm putting together some of his favorite flavors as an inspiration for this challenge today.
Your daddy likes banana?
He likes caramel, he likes vanilla, he likes banana. For my cake and ice cream today, I'm making a vanilla butter cake with a banana cream, some caramel sauce, and I'm making a pistachio ice cream swirled with caramel. I have some really unique designs I'm going to be doing with meringue on the outside. I'm going to make an Italian meringue for a really good creamy texture. I got to heat up my sugar and then pour it into my egg whites when they are at the perfect fluffiness. I over whip my whites. Jeez, man, really? I have to make this work. It is very important that I do well in this main heat, because number one, I don't want Simone to be the last girl standing, and number two, I want the $50,000. Gee whiz.
Wayne, is this a cake that you've made before?
Yes, it is. It's actually one of my favorites. Every year for my birthday, I like to make my own birthday cake. I'm making a Meyer lemon chiffon cake. So the first thing I do is get my Meyer lemon juice. Then I'm gonna start my egg yolks to make my cake batter airy and light. I'm gonna whip them until they're thick and pale. I get my cake batter all mixed up, I get it folded together, and I toss it in the oven. I'm making a cream cheese ice cream, and I add some cream cheese to my ice cream base with the raspberry swirl. When they're finished judging, 5 hours later, I still want to be tasting that cream cheese.
30 short minutes for a birthday cake and ice cream. Whew. Getting down to the wire, only 5 left in the Spring Baking Championship.
Excusez-moi.
I look up and I realize that I am really in the weeds. My cake is still in the oven. Ice cream is still not spun. I don't know what in the hell I'm gonna do now. Is anybody an ice cream machine? Is this pistachio in here? It was. I get over to the ice cream machine and I realize it's not quite clean enough. The flavor can totally kill what I'm trying to give off. So now I have to take more time to go and clean out this machine just so I get my ice cream spun.
I had that thing, everybody else did it, so it makes the difference.
There's still so much left to get done. I just don't know how I'm gonna get all this accomplished. Come on. I am going down faster than Titanic right now.
Everything I have learned about how to entertain or how to really create this wonderful gathering, I learned while in Europe. It's all about just creating an experience that allows people to relax with one another and enjoy each other's presence. It doesn't have to be complicated. That's just time away from my friends if I'm inviting them over. So I want to do things really simply. But that means I really have to serve the highest quality ingredients that just speak for themselves. We have some Black Forest ham with a beechwood smoke, sopressata, capicola, a nice Gouda, and then, of course, great breads. When I travel, I always bring things back for my home. And so everything I have, from a platter to a wooden bowl to tongs, are all from different countries around the world. There is nothing like coming home after weeks of being on the road and not only seeing my family, but all my friends, just all their faces and everyone enjoying the moment.
Presented by Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere. At Boar's Head, we know it takes better smoke to make a better smoked ham. So we imported beechwood native to Germany. It's the only way to craft a distinct flavor that's both rich and smooth. A flavor rarely found in hams smoked in America. Introducing Black Forest Beechwood Smoked Ham. From Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Everybody's moving to Garmin. Find the Garmin that fits your life and join the movement.
To love this life is to live it naturally.
Who does this kind of thing online?
I clicked on some links. The kids weren't even at home.
Wait. This changes everything. It's Cars.com's service and repair feature, so we'll never pay more than we should. Well done.
Research, price, find, get the right service without all the drama.
Dear stranger, when I booked your place, my friends thought I was crazy. But this morning, a city I'd never been to felt like home. Thank you for sharing your world with me. Airbnb, belong anywhere.
Food Network, dig in.
It's a brand new season.
This is the best batch of people we've had.
You won't want to miss a second, so set your DVR for the hottest, most intense season ever. New season, Food Network Star, premieres Sunday, June 7th at 9 on Food Network.
10 minutes, bakers. 10 minutes left. Birthday cake and ice cream.
Now it's time for me to build the cake. So I cut it in the middle, I flip over the other side, and I can start soaking my cake with rum, diplomatic cream, beautiful. I put my diplomatic cream in the center, I start chopping up my strawberry, I put all the strawberry on the bottom, blueberry, blackberry, and raspberry. I put the other layer on top of it, very carefully. There you go.
Putting the caramel on first because I want it to soak into the cake.
Be thinking about how beautiful you can make these cakes.
There it goes.
It's crazy. I make a simple syrup of a raspberry liqueur, sugar, and water because I love soaking my cakes. It adds a nice little pop and makes sure that my cakes are not dry. Oh, yeah. I carve my cake to get a general handbag shape and then get that cake back into the blast chiller.
Fire in the hole. To finish up the meringue, I'm gonna spike it out and then torch it. So it has this really cool look on the outside. Dude!
What's wrong, Sandy?
This torch is giving me some guff, dude.
Oh, look at that. It's like your hair is spiky.
Yeah!
I'm not doing a frosting. The cake is going to be glazed.
To make the glaze, I put heavy cream, water, sugar, and glucose in a saucepan. Stir in some cocoa powder. Then I add some sheet gelatin to it.
What that's going to do is it's going to make a really rich, shiny chocolate glaze.
This glaze is pretty tricky. If the cake's not frozen, it's just going to melt under the glaze and the mousse is going to bleed through. I could get bubbles. I could have bare spots. It's a big risk.
That was the risk worth taking. Wayne, you got a timer going off over here.
Heard. Thank you. Time check, please.
8 minutes, beggars.
Ooh-wee.
This should be coming together at this point. And if it's not, I feel for you.
Time is running out, and all I'm looking at is 3 layers of cake, some filling over here, and then some whipped cream that's still whipping. And I'm thinking, if I don't get my frosting on this cake, and I have to serve Chef Duff a naked cake, I am definitely out the door tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this cake, but I gotta get it done now. So where there's a will, there's a way.
It's little bag is called a paper cornet. We use this to pipe little intricate patterns or write on cakes.
I take some of my melted chocolate and I pipe happy birthday on the cake stand. I'm making colored chocolate decors to brighten up this cake and bring the spring to it. And I'm gonna finish this thing off with some fresh berries.
5 minutes left, bakers.
There's no way that this cake is just gonna be toasted meringue. So I grab some gum paste and I make flowers. I give them some texture and then I airbrush them.
You should be plating.
Oh my goodness, come on, buddy.
Since I'm making a hand-dyed cake, I'm using fondant to give me awesome details. To make the stitches on my cake, I use a traditional fondant quilter. To do a carved cake and have it look like a handbag, I may be shooting myself in the foot on this one. Duff and his eagle eye catches everything.
To finish my cake, I want to put some extra chocolate to work, so I'm gonna make 2 chocolate curl. I'm gonna put a little bit of chocolate, little spatula, and twist it around. I'm making my chocolate scroll so I can make the decoration to write happy birthday on it. And boom, cake is finished.
Right now, you have 1 minute left, bakers.
This chantilly cream has got to end up on this cake.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Remember, bakers, you must have ice cream and cake on your stations when we call time.
So I get the cake frosted, but I can't just serve it like this. There's 20 seconds left. I just reach for a handful of berries and I just start shoving them on the cake.
Come on down, Dwayne.
Come on around.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hands up.
That is the fastest I've ever iced a cake in my life.
Step away from your stations.
Baby love.
The decorating is flawed. I can't get past that. But it's finished.
Welcome back, judges. Birthday cake and ice cream. Say hello to Andy. Andy, come on in, please.
The birthday cake is for my wife. It is a mango and chocolate cake. She really fell in love with the cake, so I figured I would make this for her today. There is a real thin layer of mousse. Inside all of this mousse is devil's food cake with a mango curd in the center. And then it's covered in a mirror glaze. The ice cream is a mango ice cream. It's a creme anglaise base that has mango puree.
I've always had a problem with chocolate and mango together. It's just a strange combination. That being said, I think it's because I never had one of your cakes, because it's just never been done right. This is delicious.
Thank you.
You can tell you really understand this cake. You know how to make it because your glaze pulled nice on top. There's not a single ripple or a bubble or anything. Came over the sides. It's almost perfect on the sides. Really good job.
Thank you.
I love this ice cream. And your cake is just stunning. The mango curd layer, lovely. I love that. Not too sweet, not too sour. I'm not sure about the decoration around the edges. I think I would have done something a bit more refined.
I love the flowers, the fruit, and the meld of all that different chocolate. It's divine.
Okay, Andy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Simone, come on in, please.
We're getting down to the wire here. One tiny mistake and I am done. The cake that I've prepared for you today is a fashion-inspired handbag cake full of lots of delicious Italian flavors. I've got a cake that's been infused with lots of orange zest. I paired that with a bit of raspberry. The ice cream is going to be a pistachio orange ice cream. So let's taste.
Hold on. It's a very cute cake.
Thank you.
What's really nice is your stitching is very even. You really took your time. It's a difficult thing to do. The fondant itself, it's a little rough. I know there's just a little puncture hole in the back that's got a patch on it. It's also a little bit lumpy.
Now I think we can taste it.
Shouldn't need to do that.
In my opinion, fondant should always be removed from a cake before eating it.
Duff, would you have taken the fondant off?
I would have left that up to the judges.
I do this all the time at the bakery, but here,
it could be a big mistake.
Birthday treats, picnic desserts, wedding sweets.
It's gonna be spring bake like you'll never forget.
Finale Spring Baking Championship, Sunday night at 9.
Clearly, you're not packing for a yoga retreat in Bali. Yet you're a thrill seeker because you made this very girls' weekend happen by saving up to 60% on your hotel with Hotwire. So do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
Hotwire! There's a new kind of juice made from whole fruits, vegetables, and ice. Before Nutrininja, blenders left you with a gritty paste. Juicers made warm juice, leaving out valuable fiber and nutrition. Nutrininja gives you 100% of the fruits and vegetables. You get a smooth, cool super juice filled with nutrients, fiber, and natural goodness. Nutrininja, now with Auto IQ. One-touch intelligence for nutrient extraction of whole fruits and vegetables. Healthy fuel your body craves. Nutrininja, also available on Ninja Professional Blending Systems.
When I was a kid, I wanted to touch the skies.
I wanted to invent things. I wanted to protect others.
I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to make a difference.
I knew that one day I would be the difference. I am a special missions aviator.
Clinical nurse.
Pararescueman.
I'm Captain Chris Niels, and we are American Airmen.
See more at airforce.com.
Mikhail, you name it. Dust, pollen,
and pet dander.
He's allergic to it.
Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service to be certified asthma and allergy friendly, eliminating an average of 94% of common household allergens like dust, pollen, and pet dander for a cleaner, healthier home.
Goodbye, Mr. Steamer.
Bye, Kyle.
Call now about our $99 carpet cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
Oh, this audit will take days. What a headache.
Actually, I don't have a headache anymore. Excedrin really does work fast.
In fact, for some, relief starts in just 15 minutes. Excedrin.
Wow, that was fast.
Yes to Wreck-It Ball. No to high fructose corn syrup. We're always pushing Capri Sun to be better, so let him push play.
Women talking about Activia.
When I feel bloated and my stomach is rumbling in the morning, it takes me forever to get dressed.
I just like wearing a lot of black. I don't have the time to be gassy and uncomfortable when I'm trying to get out of the house. Those are the days you wear sweatpants.
I love Activia. That is so good.
I eat Activia every day.
Enjoying Activia twice a day for 4 weeks may help reduce the frequency of minor digestive issues.
Feeling good, looking good.
Activia!
My husband's been singing that to me for 2 weeks.
Hey neighbor, this Memorial Day weekend, Ace can help your flowers grow bigger, better, faster. For 4 days only, Miracle Grow potting mix is just $6.99 after $3 instant savings.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Simone, why did you take the fondant off?
Well, in America, you know, we're not really used to fondant. We love the way that they look, but the taste is very, very sweet for Americans. But in Europe, it's pretty common.
Yeah, we would never take the fondant off.
So was that weird, like watching it?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I thought it was some weird time warp. I didn't know what was going on.
I thought you were really angry with Duff.
Fine, if you don't like my fondant, I'll take it off then.
Judges, orange-infused butter cake.
I love the pound cake, but when I took a bite of the raspberry cream, that was a bit tart.
Pistachio's tough, man, with ice cream. The amount of fat in pistachios can definitely like throw off an ice cream, and you really you're skirting the line. It's almost too much, but it's not too much, which makes it really rich and really delicious. It's good.
Thank you.
The sponge is fantastically moist, beautifully soaked. Very nice flavor.
Thank you.
I would argue there's not enough sugar in your buttercream because the sponge is not particularly sweet. The fondant is not on the cake.
Right.
So for me, I would have loved to have seen just a tiny bit more powdered sugar in that buttercream.
Okay.
Thank you, Simone.
Thank you.
My cake, my icing isn't sweet enough. In a baking challenge.
Damiano.
I wanted to represent my dad. He likes to drink rum. He's the one that always wants rum cake. You hungry?
Damiano, not all Americans eat like that.
I made a pan di Spagna with an infusion of rum and an orange liqueur and orange zest as well. It's me on a plate and it's my family on a plate. Finally, I made gelato for you. I mean, since I'm here, I never had the chance to make you gelato.
Dang.
And double dang.
That's hella good.
Thank you.
The ice cream is very crunchy. There's a lot of texture and there's a lot of things going on. And so I like these two together because they like, you get a bunch of texture and then you get really soft. Kind of makes you want to go back and forth. Clever.
Thank you.
When I saw it, I was thinking, gosh, is it going to taste over thickly sweet? But it doesn't. You've managed to balance the cream, the fruit, the sponge, and this delicious gelato.
I love you, Nancy, when you do that.
I love you when I eat this food that you prepare. You sure can bake.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This gelato, the cream, it's just so lovely.
Good.
Okay, thank you, Damiano.
Thanks to you. Bye. That's how we do it in Italy, man.
I could eat the whole thing. I have to push it away.
So good.
Sandy.
Springtime is my dad's birthday, and we make a big deal of it. And I always have to make him a vanilla cake with some kind of caramel or bananas. So today, what I did is a vanilla butter cake with a caramel and banana cream filling with a pistachio caramel ice cream.
I'm not getting the caramel and the ice cream.
I didn't want to go too heavy on it because I didn't want it to be the predominant flavor in it.
I'm just getting a sweetness. I'm not getting any distinct flavor.
Sandy, Sandy, Sandy. The sponge is kind of heavy, but I love it. And then you've got the banana, it's rich, it's caramelized, and then that meringue, perfectly toasted. I think they balance together very well. It's a good choice of ice cream to go with this cake. It looks stunning. I love it.
Did you soak the sponge with anything?
I took a caramel sauce and let the caramel sauce sit on it.
It might be a little soggy, but I love this meringue.
I don't. The cake itself, it's heavy, and you overwhip that meringue. It's a little chunky. Be a little bit smoother on the inside.
Ah, dude.
Thanks very much.
All right, thank you so much.
There's some good things about my cake, but my meringue wasn't a hundo, and that could really hurt me.
Dwayne, come on in.
I know this cake is not my best work.
Hopefully it's just going to be really good inside.
All I'm thinking in my head is I have to present this cake to Chef Duff. We're talking about the cake king right here. Today I made for you a Meyer lemon chiffon cake. It has a thin layer of raspberry jam on the bottom. There is some fresh raspberries just in the bottom layer, and then coated in a simple chantilly cream. The ice cream that I've made is a cream cheese and raspberry swirl ice cream.
Dwayne, when's the last time you iced a cake?
It's been a good while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not gonna say I can tell, but...
He does it once a year.
So just as I suspected, they're not happy with the presentation of the cake at all.
It's nice to see a chiffon cake, because it takes quite a skill to get those eggs whisked up nicely, so good effort on the cake. I'm a bit worried about the flavors, though. I don't taste the lemon in the sponge.
The lemon is slight. I'm not tasting a lot of lemon, but a Meyer lemon is not as robust as the regular lemon.
Okay.
I think the raspberry is very tart. So I know you can do better than that, Dwayne. You know you can do better than that, too.
Yes, ma'am.
The ice cream is off the hook. It tastes like you stuffed a cheesecake in the ice cream machine to turn it on. It's fantastic. But the cake, it's relatively simple. Just not sure if, like, all together, it says wow.
Okay. Thank you, Dwayne.
Thank you. This is what I put forth for them to see. I can't take that away. But I'm really, really hoping I get a chance to stay in this competition.
Their journey to food stardom begins.
I'm representing for all the moms out there. Teaching kids to cook, that's my true passion. And with them behind me, I'm unstoppable.
I've been around the world and back, and now it's time to take on Hollywood.
You made it to food's biggest stage.
But there's only room for one star.
New season premieres Sunday, June 7th at 9. Food Network Star.
You drop 40 grand on a new set of wheels, then wham, a minivan T-bones you. Guess what? Your insurance company will only give you $37,000 to replace it. Depreciation, they claim. How can my car depreciate before its first oil change, you ask? Maybe the better question is, why do you have that insurance company?
With Liberty Mutual New Car Replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Don't miss Ruby Tuesday's new American Rib Festival. Choose tempting new flavors like bacon barbecue smothered hog heaven, a bacon lover's dream, or spicy honey glazed Ragin' Cajun. All cooked low and slow. Or mix and match. The choice is yours. For a limited time, only at Ruby Tuesday.
Seems you hit a roadblock.
That reminds me. Anyone have occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating?
Yes.
One Phillips Colon Health probiotic cap each day helps defend against occasional digestive issues with 3 types of good bacteria. Live the regular life. Phillips.
Make it like this. I wanna make it like that. Make it with pork now, shake it up all around, bring it, baste it, barbecue, braise it, glaze it. Oh, I wanna make it like that. We'll make it like this, we'll make it like that. We'll shake it like this, we'll make it like that. We'll make it like this.
This is good, Mom.
Good? It's delicious. And this new kibble blend is so healthy.
Thank you.
No, Nancy. Thank you. Kibbles and bits, because every bit matters.
What did you do?
I wasn't doing anything.
Sir, can I see your travel plans?
Are you going to give us a ticket?
I'm your ticket to 72 more hours of this.
You should get pulled over more often.
No need. You earned so many points. You're practically a hotelier.
Wizard out.
15,000 points get you a free night at over 7,500 hotels. Sign up at WyndhamRewards.com today.
Dasani Sparkling, a hint of crisp, natural flavor. Unsweetened, 0 calories, and of course, the bubbles. Perfection. Dasani Sparkling. Hello, Sparkle.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. At DealDash.com, you can save up to 99%, but hurry, everything must go.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
Hi, welcome inside the HelloFresh kitchen. We're the meal kit delivery service that makes cooking easy. Every week we create the most delicious step-by-step recipes, source the freshest ingredients in just the right quantities, and deliver them in an insulated box so you can cook healthy meals from scratch in around 30 minutes. Whether you're a beginner in the kitchen or already a master chef who's just short on time. To get $20 off your first box, go to HelloFresh.com and use promo code TV.
All right, judges, which cake and ice cream were paired to perfection?
Well, we have an issue. We have 2 that are neck and neck.
Yeah, I love Damiano's cake. I love Andy's cake. They were both pretty much perfect. I mean, Andy's chocolate layer cake with the mango, that mango ice cream. It was very, very clever.
And then I think about Mr. Italy. When you took a bite of that cake, and then you took a bite of that gelato, it was happy birthday.
I mean, and here's the thing about Damiano is that this whole competition, he's been great, and he just took a huge leap forward. Like, I think he really wanted to serve that gelato bad.
He did.
Well, let's talk about whose cake and ice cream might have been a little bit of a party pooper.
Well, I did like Simone's cake, but after seeing all the others, if I was a doctor, I'd be like putting a stethoscope to it to see if it had any life.
Even the cakes that weren't as embellished had more pizzazz.
I don't think Dwayne's cake had more pizzazz than Simone's. Dwayne had a layer cake, iced in whipped cream. That's it. Where Simone tried to do a 3D carved cake.
I think the key word there is tried.
All right, judges, what about Sandy?
The cake itself is a little disappointing.
I thought it was too heavy. And it wasn't attractive.
Meringue was overdone. Between Sandy and Dwayne, I mean, Dwayne's was a cake, I would have eaten the whole slice. Sandy's, I definitely would have stopped at some point.
I would have preferred to have got Sandy's cake as a birthday cake than Simone's funny purse cake.
The party that we had was a going-away party for someone. Now, you have to decide who that is.
This is very hard.
With 5 of us left, you're either on the top or in the bottom, period.
I would really hate for one small setback today to send me packing.
Bakers, your ice cream and birthday cakes were lovely gifts to the judges. But 2 of you were particularly successful. Andy, your mango chocolate cake was flawlessly executed. And your mango ice cream was the perfect complement. Damiano, the lightness of your pan de España cake and the creamy texture of your gelato were exquisitely balanced. And your flavors were equally magnifico. But for the judges, one baker gave them a reason to celebrate. And that baker is Damiano.
Thank you. I just can't make it. I'll never be #1.
Congratulations, Damiano.
Thank you.
You made your father proud.
It makes me feel good and sad at the same time because it makes me think about my dad, and you know, he's back home in Italy and I miss him a lot.
Simone? Dwayne? Sandy? Would you 3 please step forward? Ooh. Each of your birthday plates had flaws that the judges could not ignore at this point in the competition. Simone? The judges were impressed with the detailed decorating of your orange-infused butter cake, but it needed more sweetness. Sandy? Your vanilla cake was a great representation of your fun personality, but your meringue was overwhipped, and the sponge was overwhipped, and the sponge, it was too dense. Dwayne? While the elements of your Meyer lemon chiffon cake were good individually, as a whole, the cake was underwhelming. Simone? You're safe this week. Please step back.
Thank you.
Sandy? I'm sorry. You'll be going home this week.
Thank you for this amazing adventure.
We're gonna miss you, Sandy.
I'll miss you guys too. I competed with some of the best bakers in the country. My dad would definitely be very proud of me and everything that I've done in this competition. So proud. He would do his really like proud dad smirk that he does. It kind of looks like.
If you feel you've got what it takes to compete in a baking championship, go to foodnetwork.com/casting. Previously on Spring Baking Championship.
I love the smell of goodness.
Birthday cake.
Oh, you're kidding me.
And ice cream from scratch.
I overworked my whites. Jeez, man, really?
One baker outshone the others. Damiano.
You sure can bake.
Thank you.
Sandy, you stumbled.
You overwhipped that meringue.
Oh, dude.
I'm sorry. You'll be going home this week.
Thank you for this amazing adventure.
Welcome back, Spring Bakers. We're down to the final 4. Anybody feeling the pressure?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Who's going to claim the $50,000 prize and the title of Spring Baking Champion?
Ooh.
Simone wants to stay.
Winning this $50,000 would mean that I could hire another set of hands in the bakery just for a couple extra hours a day, which would put me back at home with my son. Plus, I'm the last woman standing. I have got to represent.
You know, Memorial Day is coming up, and there will be a lot of picnics. So for this preheat, you'll be making the perfect picnic dessert. A pie.
What?
A pie.
Thank you.
Pie.
P-I-E?
P-I-E.
Got it.
You have 90 minutes to create a pie that can win you an advantage in the main heat. Believe me, this advantage will put a spring in your step. All right, bakers, your baking time starts now.
You're getting all fancy. I'm going old-fashioned, old school. When I hear we have to make a pie for this round, I'm pretty excited. I teach a pies class. For 16 weeks, I'm showing people how to make pies. I got a lot of things I could make. I decided to make a banana cream pie. When we make this pie in class, it can take a couple hours. But to be able to do it in 90 minutes, this is gonna be tough. Simone, catch.
Was that a lime?
I'm gonna jazz this one up a little bit with some lime zest and coconut.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Bobby, what you doing here?
I was about to ask.
Your filling and your topping. But a pie in 90 minutes, that's really pushing it. I start with my pie filling, which is going to be blackberry and blueberry with a bit of citrus, with my sugar, a little pinch of salt, and of course, vanilla. I want to be able to extract some of that juice from the fruit, and the best way to do it is with heat.
Hey, Simone, what kind of pie are you making for Memorial Day?
Well, I am making Bernice's black and blue pie.
So what's your inspiration for this pie?
Bernice is my grandmother. My grandmother grew blackberries in Mississippi when I grew up. So I'm just pulling things that we had lots of growing up, and they grew wild on the side of the house.
Sure, of course.
So we go pick them before going to church and get our clothes all stained up, which would leave us black and blue once Bernice saw that you had stains on your communion gloves.
On your Sunday clothes.
Exactly.
Good luck, Simone. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
My crust is going to be a pâte brisée, which is a French version of the American pie dough. You're not really looking for flakiness in a French pie dough, just a nice buttery crust. Once I'm happy with the thickness of my dough that I rolled by hand, I take that dough and put it into the pie tin and then curl those edges under so that I can make the perfect scallop on my pie dough. I like to have a nice thick crust. It's strong, it's sturdy, and it's rustic. I know that I've got to par bake it. Par baking a pie is when you begin the baking process before putting your filling in. It's to make sure that you don't get a soggy crust at the very bottom.
Bakers, you have 1 hour left to create a picture-perfect picnic pie.
I'm super excited about this challenge. If there's one thing I know, it's pie. Back where I'm from, if you can't make good pie, they put you out for salad. So today I'm making a rhubarb, strawberry, and blueberry pie, topped with a lightly sweetened balsamic cream and candied pistachios. There's nothing better than a ooey gooey messy pie, and this is exactly what this is going to be.
Some good old flaky pie dough.
I'm going to pair it with my flaky pie crust that I've made thousands of times. So what I like to do is always take my butter and my lard straight from the fridge and cut it straight into my flour. So as I roll out my pie dough, it's exactly what I'm looking for. I see all of these chunks of butter and lard spread out throughout the dough. That lets me know right there I'm going to get a really good flaky pie dough. I mean, I feel like I make the best pie dough around. I'm definitely ready to reclaim my top spot.
45 minutes left, bakers.
What is that vegetable there?
Here, it's a rhubarb.
What's that?
It's a very tart vegetable. It's kind of like
Vegetables?
Yeah, I think technically it's really like celery. It's fibrous like celery.
Ah.
It just has a really tart flavor, but a little sweeter than celery. Now it's time to start my filling. So I know how to handle the strawberry and blueberries inside my pie. The rhubarb is going to be a little tricky for me. It can be very fibrous and very bitter. So I really need to add a right level of sweetness and some kaffir lime leaves, and as well as cook it down enough so that way it's pleasant on the tongue. I'm taking a chance here.
Damiano, what kind of pie are you making today?
I am making a very Italian ricotta and chocolate pie with a lemon scent in it, with a nice buttery crust on the outside.
Is this something inspired by your brother?
It's all thanks to my brother Massimiliano.
Good luck.
To make my pie crust, I'm combining the butter with the powdered sugar, then I'm putting the egg yolks and then the flour and a little touch of vanilla. When it's nice and ready, I work it a little bit, boom, in the blast freezer to cool down. Then I grab some chocolate chips and I'm going to make sure that I melt it down as fast as possible because I'm going to use it on the bottom of the pie, so it's going to be a very nice balance. So it's going to be nice.
30 minutes, bakers. Big advantage at stake. Really big.
How big?
Huge. And let's put it this way, if you don't get it, it's gonna hurt.
A little bit of lime, so get some coconut in there. While the crust is freezing, I start working on the banana cream filling. So I start with a pastry cream. I'll put a little bit of lime zest in this cream. I'm adding lime and coconut to give it a little bit more flavor. Banana's a pretty good flavor, but coconut and lime really complement it. To make the filling, I bloom some gelatin. Gelatin feels a little stiff. Just a little bit of heat will work that. I like it. Grab my pastry cream, and then I fold in the whipped cream, and I fill my pies. Simone, did you come over here and unplug all my equipment?
I did,
Oh,
because that's
that.
how I roll.
Don't
I haven't
even
been on your
start.
station. I prefer self-sabotage. There's nothing that I can do to you that you won't do to yourself.
Usually, grandmother Bernice would put dumplings or another pie dough on top, but for today, I really just don't have time to do the crust on top. So I do an alternate version with a bit of toasted pecan and oat streusel. That's gonna be the best option because that will cut my wait time in half for my pie to be ready for the judges. So for my streusel topping, I add flour, sugar, both white and brown, and salt, and I let that start incorporating. I add my butter to the mixer. Once that texture is the way that I want it, I go ahead and add in my chopped pecans.
Going to the oven.
Get it into the oven and wait for that bubbly goodness to come wafting out. And that's when I'll know my streusel is ready to top my pies.
20 minutes!
20 minutes, Heard.
The boys are quiet on that side of the kitchen.
Some of us got work to do today, Andy.
Just a pie.
Where I'm from, it's never just pie. You'll get put out the family reunion if you don't have good pie.
I didn't understand a word, did Wayne?
I'm sorry, Damiano. Should I talk like this for you?
I will understand a little better, yes, please.
That's so Italian.
To make my pie filling, I mix the eggs with sugar and lemon zest and fresh ricotta. The ricotta that I'm using today, it's good because it doesn't have that much water, so it's not gonna make my pie crust soggy or anything. I make sure that everything is nice and mescolated all together. It is perfect. And it's done. Since my pie is in the oven and I have so much time left, let's make some gelato. I'm going to make some gelato. Why not? The judges loved it last time and they're gonna love it again.
Once the rhubarb is all nice and tender and they're sweet to taste, I then drain it off, but I want to reserve that liquid. My plan is to use that liquid with a little lemon zest to add in my rest of my berries.
10 minutes left, bakers.
Now I really need to pull off this win today in the preheat. It's my time, y'all. I came out strong, but I've kind of dwindled down a little bit. I need to let the judges know that the fire is still in me.
Their journey to food stardom begins.
I'm here to bring my global flavors to Hollywood.
I'm ready to take what I've learned from tailgating and bring it to food's biggest stage.
This is my destiny, and it's time.
We made it this far.
Now the real challenge begins.
New season premieres Sunday, June 7th at 9. Food Network Star.
What's in my Snuggle Scent Boosters? Lavender Joy, a long-lasting scent. Each pack is a big boost of freshness. Little pack, big sniffrance. Snuggle Scent Boosters.
Everybody's moving to Garmin. Find the Garmin that fits your life and join the movement.
If you're struggling with bipolar depression, there are treatment options. Ask your doctor if once-a-day Latuda, lurasidone HCl, may help you. In clinical studies, Latuda has been shown to be effective for many people struggling with bipolar depression. Latuda is not for everyone. Call your doctor about unusual mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients on Latuda have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction. Or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as these may be permanent. High blood sugar has been seen with Latuda and medicines like it, and in extreme cases can lead to coma or death. Other risks include decreased white blood cells, which can be fatal, dizziness on standing, seizures, increased cholesterol, weight, or prolactin, trouble swallowing, and impaired judgment. Avoid grapefruit and grapefruit juice. Use caution before driving or operating machinery. There are paths to treat bipolar depression. Ask your doctor if once-a-day Latuda for bipolar depression is right for you. For a Latuda savings card, go to latuda.com.
DiGiorno or delivery? DiGiorno or delivery? Taste for yourself why the shortest distance between you and a delicious fresh baked pizza is your oven. Thankfully, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
5 minutes, bakers. 5 minutes. Pies, picnics. Let's see what you come up with.
My pie is ready for assembly. I put some filling into my pie, I take the whipped cream, I gently smooth it across the top, voila, you have a pie.
I'm gonna see what I can find for decorations. I'm doing a yellow and green decor to kind of represent the banana and lime flavor that's inside this pie. I melt a little bit of the yellow and green cocoa butter color, brush it onto a piece of acetate, cut some triangles, and then roll it up, put it in the blast chiller, and let it set. I think my students would be impressed with this pie.
Ow! 3 minutes.
A lot of bugs crawling on me.
The reason I don't go on picnics is because I can't stand creepy, crawly bugs. So I decide to bring one of those picnic ants to the judges' table with me.
1 minute, bakers.
At this point in the game, the judges already know that I'm gonna have something that's out of the ordinary. I wanna make sure that I don't disappoint. But we have, like, no time left. I'm rolling out my fondant as fast as I can. I've got his head, his body, now his legs. They're giving me so much trouble, I've got to get them on.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, hands up.
I get him onto the pie just in the nick of time.
Is that a mouse?
No, it's an ant.
Oh, an ant should have 6 legs.
I know that he's missing a couple of legs, but it's gonna have to be enough.
Judges' picnics are a spring tradition. So today, the perfect picnic pie. First up, we have Simone.
I have made Bernice's black and blue pie after my grandmother. So I've got blackberries and blueberries and a nice pâte brisée. And then on the top, I encrusted it with a streusel.
I like the ant. It's cute. It's funny. I like a sense of humor in your cooking. It's good.
Thank you.
Okay, Simone, why don't you serve it up for the judges, please?
Sure.
I love it when a pie slice looks like this.
Oh,
when
yeah.
it's just a big mess of stuff. That's the kind of pie that somebody puts on a windowsill to cool, you know, and then the robbers come and steal it and leave $1.
Oh, yes. Or your neighbor.
Or your neighbor.
Or your dog. I've had that happen.
You've managed to balance the black and blueberries really nicely.
Thank you.
I think your filling is lovely.
Thank you.
I think that the crust for me is too heavy, too thick.
I think the back of it is a little bit thick, but at the same time, like, it's perfect. This pie's kind of a mess, right? So you got like this sort of like, it's almost like salsa, where you can like...
It's a scoop.
Yeah, I like being able to sort of grab this and eat and make a mess.
Okay. Simone, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, judges, let's bring up Andy.
Now, what I made for you today is a banner banana cream pie. Inside is a banana cream pie filling with a little bit of lime zest, some coconut, and the bananas with pâte sablé crust, and then topped with whipped cream and chocolate decor.
It's a clean pie. It's really well put together. It looks like a pie that should be at a picnic.
Andy, I'm not getting any lime and I'm not getting any coconut.
You sure this is a sablé?
Yes.
So it's kind of like sandy. It's like, and yours is like flaky.
Yeah.
How'd you make a flaky sablé?
Might have mixed it a little short.
This is not a sablé. You know, it is flaky. It's not a bad pastry, but it's not a sablé.
The judges taste my pie, and they hate it. They can't taste the coconut and the lime. They say my crust is off. I'm gonna really have to tighten up my game here.
Andy, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dwayne?
Hello, hello. I made for you a rhubarb, strawberry, and blueberry pie. It is paired with a lightly sweetened balsamic whipped cream and some candied pistachios.
I love your pie because rhubarb is the epitome of spring.
Thank you.
Dwayne, you want to serve it up for the judges, please?
I love the flavor of your filling.
Thank you.
I like strawberry. I like blueberry. I like rhubarb.
I can't stop eating this pie. Now, granted, strawberry rhubarb is my favorite, but I can't stop.
I had a pastry chef, and she had a saying, anybody who says they like rhubarb is a liar.
I beg to differ with that woman. Everything is balanced perfectly. There's just a little bit of acid from the balsamic that is just smoothing it right out. I mean, it's a fine pie.
Thank you.
Seriously, this pie crust is psychotic. It's so crispy. It's so layered. Like, you left nice, big chunks of butter in there. It's really, really nice.
Dwayne, thank you very much.
Thank you. I think the old Southern charm is back on top.
Damiano?
I made a classic recipe from the southern of Italy. It's a ricotta pie with dark chocolate on the bottom, with a nice buttery crust on the outside, and there is a scent of lemon. And then on the side, I made you some Amarena cherry gelato.
I think that the pie looks great. I think it's a great way to carry a pie to a picnic. I'm not sure if the gelato would come to the picnic, would it?
Well, nowadays, you know, you have dry ice.
I'm not sure how many Americans keep dry ice.
I keep dry ice.
Well, you would.
I love the texture of the pie. It's got just enough graininess in there that you know that you're eating ricotta. I do wish the crust on the bottom had the same texture as the crust on the back. Crust on the back is so good. It's really kind of like crunchy. It tastes like a cookie. And on the bottom, it did get like, it's just a little bit underbaked. Like, not terrible, but it's just like a little soft.
I like the crust crunchy too.
I like the actual contrast between the crust on the side and the crust underneath. I'm not sure it's underbaked. I just think it's a bit soggy from everything else on top.
From the ricotta, yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Damiano.
Not good. Not good at all.
On the series premiere of Guilty Pleasures, Food Network stars admit that food this wrong
You get to feel a little naughty.
tastes so right.
Dripping down you when you eat it.
Heaven. New series Guilty Pleasures premieres tonight at 10.
Food Network, dig in.
If you can't imagine quitting turkey, cold turkey. If protein shake means dancing around with a turkey burger. If you think it's time we consider a new national bird, then you're what Butterball calls a turkitarian, and their delicious everyday selections are sure to satisfy. Butterball, the choice of turkitarians.
You know the importance of heart health. You watch your diet, exercise, and may take an omega-3 supplement such as fish oil. But when it comes to omega-3s, it's the EPA and DHA that really matter for heart health. Not all omega-3 supplements are the same. Introducing Bayer Pro Ultra Omega-3 from the heart health experts at Bayer, with 2 times the concentration of EPA and DHA as the leading omega-3 supplement. Plus, it's the only brand with Progel technology, proven to reduce fish burps. New Bayer Pro Ultra Omega-3.
Hey neighbor, this Memorial Day weekend, Ace is the place for Weber grills. For 4 days only, buy a select Weber grill and get an Ace gift card worth up to $200 and free in-store assembly.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Chances are you aren't headed to Mexico for an epic surf trip, but you are taking the boys boogie boarding because you saved up to 60% on a hotel with Hotwire. So it looked like Big Papa has some shredding to do.
Hotwire.
I don't drink out of a best dad in the world mug. Sometimes I forget to cut the crust off the sandwich. Most days, I just hope I'm getting some of it right.
You are my sunshine, my only
the sunshine.
Sweetie, you keep eating those, and you're gonna turn into one.
Lay's, one taste, and you're in love.
T-Rex, huh?
Yeah. Am I covered?
Of course. You've got Mercury. We cover this.
Great.
And this.
And that.
Hey, not a scratch in here.
Yeah.
He's covered too.
Thanks.
We're on a mission to save you money.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. At DealDash.com, you can save up to 99%, but hurry, everything must go.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
It's no surprise I lost weight on Atkins. The surprise is that Atkins, the low-carb leader, now has more variety than ever. Imagine losing weight eating Greek yogurt, soup and sandwich, fajitas, even fruit and whole grains. With Atkins, now you can. And with Atkins candies, you can even enjoy dessert.
Get your Atkins candies today. Go to Atkins.com for your buy one, get one free coupon.
Eat well, lose weight with Atkins. Now you can.
Bakers, one of your pies made our judges stand up and salute. And that spring baker is Dwayne. You've won an advantage in the main heat, and I'll tell you about that in just a minute.
Guess what? I'm back. Told y'all I knew about pie.
Bakers, Memorial Day honors the sacrifices of the men and women in the armed forces. So, for this main heat, you have 90 minutes to make a patriotic dessert inspired by your love of country. So that means it's gotta be red, white, and blue.
Blue is the one color that doesn't exist in food. Blueberries are purple. I have no idea what I'm gonna make.
Dwayne, as the winner of the preheat, you get a 10-minute head start.
Wow. Oh, this is the biggest advantage we've had so far.
So, you ready to earn your stripes? Your baking time starts now.
I see Dwayne moving like a crazy person, and I have to be like this, looking at him working. I mean, it's just driving me crazy, like nuts. It's gonna feel like an hour, you know that,
It's
right?
gonna feel like 2 hours, Damiano.
I'm really excited about these 10 extra minutes. I really could use every help to get me to that finale.
Dwayne, you don't have to run. You got 10 full minutes, man.
He better run, because I'm coming in there and I'm gonna get him.
I'm making a cream cheese mousse on top of a sugar cookie with vanilla and rosewater poached strawberries and blueberry coulis.
Dwayne, make some coffee for us, please.
With my 10-minute advantage, I really want to make sure that my sugar cookies are done and ready to roll. I cream together my butter and sugar inside the bowl, and I'm going to add my wet into my butter mixture and then finish with my dry.
Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Today, my daughter Lorinda and I are visiting a local school with a garden tended by the school children themselves. And I'm whipping up a meal with the vegetables we pick. Starting with my creamy pasta primavera with homemade linguine, a zesty garden bread salad with their freshly picked vegetables, and a charter buttered corn on the cob. And for dessert, we'll head to the field to enjoy my gooey s'mores chocolate chip cookies. Nancy Fuller, and I'm born and raised a farm girl in upstate New York. I come from a long line of farmhouse cooks, and for generations in my family, recipes have been called rules. I was a chef and caterer for 26 years. I have fed thousands. But these days, the mouths I feed belong to the ones I love the most. My farmhouse rules are simple. Fresh is best, no frills or fuss, and it's always better with family. School is in session on the farm, and my daughter Lorinda is visiting. She's the principal at an elementary school that is just getting their school garden off the ground. So she's here to see how the future farmers in our local school keep their garden full of fresh vegetables and fruit. Good job. Beautiful garden. After the field trip, I'm inviting the kids back to my farm to see how a big garden grows and to feast on the fruits of their labor, starring the fresh vegetables that the kids grew themselves.
It's delicious.
This farm girl can't wait to ring the school bell. Lorinda's here, and she is so Excited to be here. Lorinda sent me a picture one day of the garden that she had started at her school. I said, well, I know that they've done it here, and they did it at the Germantown school, so why don't you come up and see how they're doing their vegetable garden? I am making pasta so that I can make a sauce with the vegetables from the garden, from the kids. It's not that the kids learn how to just grow food. They learn how to eat good food. They learn how to eat those vegetables. And as long as the kid has interest in it, they're engaged, they're invested, they're accountable. I've used 3 cups of flour and made a well and put in 5 eggs. And you make the well so that you incorporate the flour slowly. And in a few minutes, this will become our dough. Lorinda's one of the 6 kids I raised, and she has become a principal. She's at Yorkchester Middle School. Go Cougars! And she's working on her dissertation, so she'll no longer be Ms. Bruzy, she will be Dr. Bruzy. So we are all very, very proud of her accomplishments. And we are going to knead the dough to make it nice and silky. Don't we all need to be kneaded? You know, I have such wonderful memories of my kids. One of them was when Lorinda wanted a phone line and Nita wanted a phone line. So I ordered a party line for the girls, and then I put it outside my bedroom door. They were not happy with me. Yeah, we put a long, long cord on that phone. I think our dough's all ready to be wrapped in a little plastic wrap. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator for about a half an hour. It just needs to rest. And while the dough chills, I'll make some butter for the fresh corn I'm going to grill for those school kids later. 2 sticks of butter, I am adding 8 cloves of garlic, and I am adding the zest of this lemon. Now, basil and parsley, like a half a cup of each. I hope those kids grew some basil, because mine's about gone. A little salt. And now we're gonna whir it up. I like a lot of those old-fashioned implements, but I'll tell you, I'd give them all up in a heartbeat for this one. And that's it. And take the time to jazz up your butter. You can add anything to it. You can even make a sweet compound butter with cinnamon and sugar. Now, put it in the refrigerator. It's gonna keep that butter cold while I go find Lorinda. I asked Lorinda to meet me at our local elementary school where the kids and their teachers, Kathy and Libby, are tending to a beautiful vegetable garden. I can't wait to invite them all back to my farm for a garden fresh meal. Hi, kids. Hi. How's everybody? Good. Good job. Beautiful garden. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Lorinda's a principal in Gastonia, North Carolina.
We started a school garden this year. Great. Didn't have as much success as we would want to, so we're hoping to get some ideas and secrets and tips for the future.
Have you ever seen pallet gardening?
I have not.
I'll show you the garden, yeah.
This is new this year. We decided to try a purple string bean.
These are wonderful. And they'll be beautiful against a white pasta and a salad. Won't they be nice?
They will be nice. And these are our peas.
Oh, they're so sweet. Oh, look at this.
And these are escapes.
And we can use these in our pasta dish that we're going to make for the kids. Yeah. I am so impressed by this garden project. I can't wait to use these vegetables and feed them to the children. Would everybody bring me everything that you've picked, please? And put it all in my basket. I want to thank you all for growing these delicious vegetables. I'm going to take them all home and make you a big dinner.
Yeah! I love that.
And if I had s'mores, would that be okay?
Yeah!
Okay! Thank you, Libby.
Thank you for coming.
Kathy.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Next, I use the fresh-picked vegetables from the school for my bread salad. It's fabulous. And I'm the one who should be getting my doctorate in baking for this gooey dessert idea. This is genius. And later, look at all the wheat. It's my turn to show the kids my garden.
Gotta love summer on Food Network.
That's good.
Cheers to summer.
I know what I'm doing this summer. I brought my appetite. I'm ready to eat.
Absolutely could not be happier to take this road trip with you, my brother.
Time begins now.
I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit more.
Time's up, you guys!
Welcome to my Camp Cutthroat Tournament.
It's Macy's Memorial Day sale with all-day specials Monday. Like women's suit separates from Casper, 9 West, and more, 40% off. Get 2 bras for $25 or 6 panties for $25 from Bally, Vanity Fair, and more. Take 70% off clearance dress shirts and ties. Get 60% off swimwear for her. And an extra 50% off clearance shoes and sandals for her. Macy's Memorial Day sale. And now earn double Plenty points. Plenty, lots of points, lots of places, one rewards program.
Who does this kind of thing online?
I clicked on some links. The kids weren't even at home.
Wait. This changes everything. It's Cars.com's service and repair feature. So we'll never pay more than we should. Well done.
Research, price, find. Get the right service without all the drama.
Did you know only 1% of supplements have earned the USP mark, an independent certification for quality and purity? I recommend Nature Made because they've earned the most of any brand.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended letter vitamin brand.
It starts with a subtle wave, then builds into soft fingers, lifting sails and spirits. Nothing makes us feel more alive than a summer breeze, drifting with us on the water, chasing us through the trees, and playing along the whole day. In the Great Lakes Bay region, the summer breeze is blowing. Where it's headed is pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Lorinda and I had such a great time with the students over at our local elementary school, picking the freshest vegetables from their school garden. They'll be here soon for dinner, so I'm getting started on a zesty bread salad made from some of their hand-grown vegetables. Look at this basket of Bounty. It's fabulous. Those kids have done such a great job. I'm going to first make a salad, starting with a vinaigrette, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1/2 cup of olive oil, pinch of salt, and ground pepper. That Dijon mustard makes this the best. It's going to make the dressing creamy and tangy. Absolutely perfect. We're gonna chunk this bread, and it's day-old bread. This is a great way to use leftover bread, or stale bread, or bread that's on sale at the supermarket. I'm going to peel and slice 2 cucumbers. I am now going to seed, it's what you call seeding, the cucumber. I don't like cucumber seeds in my salad. Cut little bites. There's nothing better than a fresh tomato. I'm going to use 3 of them. I'm using a purple onion because it's sweeter than a